Welcome back. Down on the grids, we are here for Grad's Final B, the Jacob Harris Redemption Race. I'm starting from the pits, so after the first couple of interviews I will dash off and leave you with Emma.
Yeah.
But for now, let's see who's on pole position. Who have we got here on pole position?
We've got Sam Reeve, former Sheffield Racing.
Sam Reeve. Sam, first and foremost, are you worried about me starting from the pits?
You're starting from the pits?
Yes.
No, I'm not particularly worried about that.
Well, you should be.
As long as you wipe out everybody behind me, that'll be fine.
If I wipe out everyone behind you, I'll then come for you, Sam. That's the problem.
See it in your eyes.
I'm ready. All right, you have a good race, mate.
Yeah, thank you. Hopefully get away clean and get on the back of the A final.
I know you can do it.
Yeah.
See you later. Where's Emma gone? She's completely disappeared. She's supposed to be holding this stream down. Emma, there you are.
So, over here, how are you feeling?
Nervous. Yes.
I mean, Jacob's saying that he's starting in the pits because he's starting so far back, and he still reckons he's going to have you.
Oh no, I'm not nervous with that. Yeah, this means something. I had the target of A final, a bit disappointed to not get it. And there's some really quick guys. I'll be honest, it's Ollie Greenwood that's worrying me because I know how quick he is. He's a fair racer. I've raced him before, but it's just keep myself in the top four. Thankfully, I'm used to this. I'm rubbish in Club 100 and normally have to come through the pre-B final, so this isn't new territory in a way. But it's yeah. I want to try and beat Joel. I want to be the fastest commentator in the BUKC. So.
Also, you must be a bit nervous. You're not commentating. Not Howard. He's on the grid somewhere. Chris is in there, right?
He's a professional. We're not. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. I mean, the first few laps are going to be key. Hopefully, me and Sam can get a bit of a gap, and everybody else will just start battling over third, fourth, fifth, sixth behind, and we'll be able to hold on.
Well, good luck. Obviously, we want to see you in the final. Right, let's see who Jacob's found.
Over here, we have the panda himself, Jamie Pritchard. Jamie, can you win this race?
We get a bit lucky, yeah.
Can you hold me off coming through the pack?
Hold you?
I'm starting the pits, mate.
Ah, I got it. No, I'll do my best.
You'll be lucky too. A final then. Sorry?
It'll bring me luck.
The panda will bring you luck, yes. Jamie, have a great race. I'm going to go jump in my car.
Get on it.
All right, back to Emma. Thanks for having me. I'll see you later.
Yeah. Guess who's back? Morak is back. Morak is going to do an interview. Come on.
Am I? All right. Hi, Harry. How are you feeling about the B final?
Yeah, it should be good. It's going to be a case of bidding everybody to get into the front four and then carry that on for the A final, hopefully. So we'll see how it goes.
And how long's it been since you've been in the seat?
I haven't been here for 6 years, but in something proper about a year now. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. It should be fun.
And are you hoping to get into the super final?
Super final, I think that's achievable, to be honest, from this position in the B final. I can't see why not.
100%. Thanks very much.
We'll go back to Jacob. Where's Jacob? Is he actually, maybe he's gone. Has he gone to the pits? I cannot see him, so I assume Jacob has gone to go and start from the pits. So we'll have a little word. Who have we got here?
Chris Milson.
How are you feeling?
Yeah, all right.
You hoping to make it to the top four?
Yeah, it should be doable.
Think you got a good chance?
Yeah.
How were your races earlier?
The first one went very badly, second one very well, so balanced that all right, I think. So yeah, fingers crossed.
How's your weekend been?
Well, I've only just come for today, so well, yeah. So.
Yeah. Who do you used to race for?
Leicester. So, yeah.
Are you missing it?
Oh, so much. So, it's been a long time now.
Yeah. When were you last here?
2013 was the last proper year, so I sort of hang around. So
Everyone comes back.
yeah, so there's a lot of familiar faces, and I'm not sure all of these are still at uni. So yeah.
Right. Well, good luck. Right. We'll see who else. I think we're not looking where we're starting yet. We've got here. Who is here?
We've got Dan James from Birmingham.
Oh, nice, Birmingham. So we've got both the commentary team here, Andrew and Howard.
Yep.
Who do you think is going to win?
Well, Andrew's on the front row, isn't he? So I think he's got a good chance.
Have it, right?
I think he should. He should have a
Which
good
is a
chance.
favourite?
Oh, I can't say. I can't possibly say that.
I think they've bribed everyone. How are you feeling?
Reasonable. I reckon top four might be possible.
Yeah,
But we'll have to see.
Just gotta try stay calm.
To get taken out in the first
Yeah,
corner.
yeah. It's the first few corners, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, good luck. Hopefully we'll see you in the top 4. Right, we'll see who else we've got. Who have we got here? Hello, how are you feeling? Who's here?
Ollie Greenwood.
Ollie Greenwood. Oh, you are. I have heard about you because Andrew, who's at the front of the grid, right? No.
Nothing bad at home.
No. Andrew's at the front of the grid, right? And he's quite worried about you in particular.
Yeah, I kind of give him a bit of a warning beforehand. It's like,
Oh, you've had us speaking to him.
yeah, I might. Hopefully, I'll see him later on.
Right, good luck. Right, so they're off the grids now. See everyone going. So this is the B final now. So the top 4 in this will get to the back of the A final, which will be after this. So we've got everyone coming off here. And we'll have Jacob coming out of the pits as well, going for his redemption race. So we're going to hand over now to Chris, who's in the commentary box.
Thanks, guys. Great grid walk there. As always, great to hear from some of the drivers for this start of this race. Drivers just setting up then for their formation laps. You'll notice it's a different voice. Andrew and Howard are both, of course, in the B final, unfortunately. Andrew just missing out by virtue of fastest lap. We have our grid now on screen then. This is the grads class, and this is the B final. Sam Reeve and Andrew Mather form the front row. Jamie Pritchard and Harry Hunter on row 2. Row 3 then it's Alex Watts and Tim Russell. As we keep going through then, you'll see Chris Milsom and Dan James on row 4. Top 4 will go through, of course. Let's keep going through the grid. Josh Brass and Ollie Greenwood, we heard from him on the grid. Surprised to see Ollie down that far, but had some bad luck in the heat, so he's one to watch from the outside of row 5. Jack Kilkenny and Luke Thomas will be on row 6. And I'm sure hoping to move forward. Then it's Alex Cobb and James Illman on row 7. Row 8, it will be Tom Glyde and James Montgomery. James actually getting a late entry this morning, as Matt England, who was supposed to be representing Karting Magazine on behalf of me, couldn't make it. Then it's row 9 there of Lewis Bonwick and Edmund Bannister. Row 10, it's going to be Lily Stokes Carter and Matthew Bell, as you can see now. Row 11 is Anthony Harrington and Andrew Robinson, just coming up on the bottom of your screen there. James Plunkett and Sarah Howard are going to be on row 12. And it's Eugene Tavev and Dipesh Chidsama on row 13. Row 14, Megan Williams and Vlasis Saniasis Wheatman. Row 15 is going to be Chris Brassett and Freddie Caldwell. Then it's Howard Mitchell and Andy Dawson on row 16. Still going through the grid there on your screens. Will Fry and Rias Abdul Qadir are going to be row 17. Jacob Harris rounds out the field. He is the 35th and last driver in this Grads Drivers' Champs B final. So just to bring you up to speed, if you joined us on the live stream, my name's Chris McCarthy, filling in for Andrew and Howard. This is the B final. We're going to go around once more. Thank you for joining us if you are watching the live stream. Just to bring you up to speed, as I was going to say, of what's happened so far today. The drivers have had some practice this morning, and they have had 2 heats each. Over 60 drivers entered into the graduates class, so 4 heats in total, all drivers competing in 2 of those. And these, unfortunately, the drivers who haven't automatically qualified through to the A final, but this is their chance to try and qualify through to that A final. The top 4 drivers at the flag will go through to the A final. So at the moment, those positions being held by Sam Reeve, Andrew Mather, Jamie Pritchard and Harry Hunter. So those guys will be trying to hold on to those top 4 spots, but there's some drivers who've had some bad luck down the order who'll be trying to fight their way through. It's as simple as that. The top 4 will go through to that A final. 12 minutes on the clock. That's how long they have to try and get in those top 4 positions. It's going to be a very interesting race. The biggest thing about these B finals is always keep yourself in on the first lap. Do not go off on that opening lap. So that's going to be the most important thing. Keep yourself on the track and keep yourself in with a chance. I think we're going to go this time. So as we look down the grid. Sam Reeve is going to be on pole. Andrew Mather to the right of your screen. He's alongside. We get away. And Reeve looks like he's got the better of the starts going into turn 1. Going through turn 2. Mather's trying to hold on to second place. And he has done just that. Oh no, 3 drivers off into the tyres. Oh, make that 4 drivers. That's a real shame. And that's lost them any chance of qualifying through to the A final. Yellow flags out. I think everyone else has got through turn number 3 safely. And it's Reeve from Mather. I think Pritchard might be there in 3rd place. Hunter. Oh no, 4-5 drivers off at turn 6 as well. You can just see it at the back of your shop there. What a shame that is. They've lost any chance. And well, one of the drivers there in the Gillard suit, absolutely furious. More drivers off at turn 7. And this is exactly what some people may have been expecting. Just keep yourself on the track and then you've got a chance. Well, that's a real shame. At least 10 drivers off then on that opening lap. There's the 52, Ollie Greenwood there in the Tony Kart suit, going up the inside at the last corner. We said he was one of the drivers to watch. Yellow flags out now. He is chasing down. Let's see, Tim Russell. So the top 10 is Reeve, Mather, Pritchard, Hunter, Watts, Russell, Greenwood, Milsom, Brass and Cobb. Oh, 3 drivers still at turn 6. Yellow flags are going to be out. And that's Greenwood, I think, making a move. It was on Tim Russell. So Greenwood now through into 6th place as they head down to turn number 6. Yellow flags out there. So no overtaking. And there's the drivers. Oh, that's a shame they're having to be recovered. Their weekends, or their days rather, have just ended this, the graduates class. So this drivers who have raced in BUKC, left university and are coming back to have another go. At the front, though, the 4 drivers who will currently go through are Reeve, Mather, Pritchard and Hunter. We're currently looking at the battle for around 5th place, which is, in fact, it's for 6th place. It's Russell who's leading it in the white helmet just ahead of him. That is Alex Watts. Really, the driver they want to go after is Harry Hunter, who is in 4th place. He's just set a new fastest lap, and Mather's going up the inside to take the lead from Sam Reeve. So Mather in the 56 doesn't really need to be doing this, to be honest. If he stayed in 2nd, then he would go through. But Mather really wants to try and win this race. He's, of course, bringing you the commentary all weekend, along with Howard Mitchell, who's just received a warning there for contact. So Howard being a bit of a bad boy out on circuit. Got to be careful. Now this, the battle for 3rd place. Jamie Pritchard there, just making himself look a bit different there with his race helmet. As in BUKC, there's been some really interesting costumes around today. If you're watching the live stream, I'm sure you would have seen. Do send in your tweets. Let us know which drivers you're cheering on for today. And even in this B final, let us know who you're supporting. Now, in the middle of your picture there, that is the number 52, Greenwood, trying to get past the number 39 of Tim Russell. Edmund Bannister has just received a warning now, a car being recovered there, as you probably would have seen. Just going to look away from the screens at the moment and out the window just to get a rough picture of the lead here. Well, Mather really hassling the race leader, Sam Reeve. It's off a picture at the moment, but he really wants to get through there, approaching a back marker. At the moment, the top 4 are away. We're looking at the battle for 6th place at the moment, which is Tim Russell and Ollie Greenwood. Ollie Greenwood has been desperate to get by for some time now. Oh no, in another instant, 2 drivers off at turn 8. It's off screen. That's a real shame. Must have had about 12 drivers off in this race so far. Jacob Harris, oh, was he part of that instant? He received a warning. Coming through turn 2 there. I think that was the number 27 of Lewis Bonwick we were looking at. It was. He is currently in 11th place. He's just trying to chase down, let's see, 37 is ahead of him at the moment. I think that's a back marker actually, as they come down towards turn number 6. More yellow flags out at turn number 7. Still at the front, it's Reeve from Mather, from Pritchard and Hunter. They're only split by around 1.3 seconds, but 6th place, and Mather. Well, what's happened to Andrew Mather? Because he's just been passed by a handful of drivers. So clearly there was an incident off camera. Now let's pick up the order. Did Mather go for an ambitious move that went all so wrong? Let's see, they come across the line. Well, Reeve still leads, but only just. He's got Hunter now ahead of him, Harry Hunter ahead of him. Then it's Pritchard, Watts, and Greenwood. Well, Greenwood's in that battle now. He's going up the inside of the 13, Jamie Pritchard. So this is the battle for the lead, really. Pritchard was third, and now he's gone to 5th place. The number 26, oh no, and Greenwood off on the grass on the inside. The number 52 and the number 49 bidding to go all the way round the outside. That's Chris Milsom. They're all trying to get towards that top 4. Chris Milsom in the 49 tries to come up the inside of Greenwood. Doesn't make it through. Mather trying to recover as well. He's there in the number 50. Let's see, it's the number 56. So right in the middle of this queue, just behind the number 13. Greenwood then leading Tim Russell at the moment. Well, it's been an action-packed start. Up ahead, there's more changes. Reeve is fairly comfortable out front for now. Harry Hunter is second. We have some back markers in this group as well, which might make it a little bit more confusing to pick them all out. But second place is number 14. There he is on screen. Harry Hunter. He's got the number 26 not too far behind him. Well, he's got a back marker directly behind him. In third place is Alex Watts. Ollie Greenwood in the 52 has now got into a position, into one of the top 4 positions. He's 4th place. As it stands, he'll go through to the A final. He's just putting a lap on the number 32 there. He'll want to try, well, 4th place is not really where you want to be come the last lap, especially if you have a bit of pressure behind, because you know the 5th place driver is just going to throw everything at it. Greenwood there just putting a lap on someone else going in towards the boot. It was those incidents on the opening lap, wasn't it, that have really caused some drivers to drop into this battle for the top 4 places, and it caused a little bit of havoc. Anyone on the live stream, well, you've tuned in at a very good time, haven't you? Oh, and that's Andrew Mather into the pits. Well, he's obviously got a penalty of some sort, or he's had a problem, and that's his race effectively done. Well, he's going to be commentating the rest of the races for you this afternoon, so I'm sure you'll hear all about what happened to him. But let's go back to the action on circuit, because we've got the number 30. It's the battle for 5th place. Matthew Bell receives a warning flag. Just going to try and pick out the top 4. At the moment, Chris Milsom is 4th place. Now, on screen now, I believe that's your leader, Sam Reeve. It is. He comes across the line, then at 48. He leads the race at the moment. Hunter 2nd, Greenwood 3rd. Milsom is 4th. Less than 5 minutes to go. There's our leader coming up towards 10-3. Puts his hand up to acknowledge the black flag. There's our 14, our 2nd place driver. Then Greenwood is in the Tony Cott suit there. That's him in the middle of the picture. He's in 3rd place at the moment. Is Greenwood just putting a lap on the number 2, which is Jacob Harris. And we have another lap driver behind. We've just got to look out for Chris Milsom in the 49. He's currently, well, there he is in the yellow suit. That's Chris Milsom. He has the last ticket through to the A final at the moment. But Greenwood, who we're looking at right now, is currently fastest on circuit. 54.4. He's half a second quicker than Hunter and half a second quicker than Reeve as well. So Ollie Greenwood quick enough maybe to go and win this race with still 3.5 minutes to go. 2nd, 3rd and 4th on your screen as we look at it. Coming through turn 2, we're at Whilton Mill today. This is the BUKC Drivers' Champs. We hope you're enjoying the live stream. We thank you for your company. That's the 39 going through shot, which is Tim Russell. But it's been great to stream the action all weekend. I must say, I've only come today, but it's been great to watch the action on the live stream over the weekend. The whole crew doing a fantastic job of bringing you the action live here from Whilton Mill. It's been great weather all weekend. Andrew Mather and Howard have been doing a good job commentating as well. They'll be back for the rest of the B finals, the A finals, and of course the super final. Anthony Harrington currently on picture. I think he was just trying to pass Josh Bright. Well, in fact, he was putting a lap on the 32. So the 32 there, that's a lap driver. There's been a lot of incidents in this race now. We're looking at the battle for 2nd, I believe there. Is that Greenwood and Hunter? It is. So Hunter in the 14 is 2nd, Greenwood 3rd. Kind of an irrelevant battle, really. But if these 3 were to come together, then that would open the door for Tim Russell, Jamie Pritchard, and maybe even Anthony Harrington to go through to that A final. And well, that's an interesting move from Greenwood. He's just backed off Harry Hunter at the moment. Oh, thank you very much. Free donuts. Oh, from Fullback Circuit, thank you very much. That is very, very kind. I will get stuck into that after this B final. And Greenwood, as we're going back to the point there, he's backed off from Harry Hunter now. He's got 8 tenths between himself and Hunter. Likewise, Chris Milsom has just given himself some space between himself and Greenwood, 7 tenths. And I think that's just to prevent any battles, any unnecessary battles from happening. To remind you, the B final, the top 4 will go through to the A final later on in the afternoon. At the moment, those 4 are Sam Reeve, Harry Hunter, Ollie Greenwood and Chris Milsom. We're approaching the final stages of the race now. Just 1 minute to go. And at the moment, those 4 go through to that A final. So no need to battle. 5th place Tim Russell is 1.7 seconds behind the top 4. So at the moment, he doesn't really have much opportunity to try and catch him unless they come together. But that said, Greenwood now has caught the back of Harry Hunter once again, and Milsom in the 49 in that yellow suit. He has gone fastest. He just flashed past there. Now Tim Russell, that's who we're looking at. He's in 5th. This is the last lap. Let's pick up our race leader. Oh, and there's a move. That's for 2nd place. Ollie Greenwood up the inside. Can he hold on to it? He'll go into turn 7. He will. And Chris Milsom. Oh, don't take each other out, boys. You're all going through to the A final. They all get through somehow. Greenwood into 2nd. Milsom into 3rd. Hunter down to 4th. But Reeve only has 3 corners to go. He's gone past one of them. 2 corners left. Sam Reeve is going to win the B final. Let's see. Let's call him across the line. Out the last corner. Sam Reeve takes victory in the B final and celebrates going through, as does Ollie Greenwood there. He finishes 2nd place. Chris Milsom takes 3rd on the last lap. A good drive from the number 49. Harry Hunter takes the last space through to the A final. He'll be happy with that. He won't mind dropping from 2nd to 4th on that last lap. 5th place was Tim Russell. He was the man that just missed out. It's always the worst place to finish when the top 4 go through in a B final. The worst place to finish at times is 5th. However, if any of the top 4 were to receive a penalty, Tim Russell will be going through to the A final, so he'll have that to hope. Anthony Harrington, 6th place. Jamie Pritchard, 7th. You can see the order on the left of your screen there. Matthew Bell was 8th, then it was Dipesh Chudsama, Lily Stokes-Carter. Howard was 11th, and it was Caldwell, Bannister, Robinson, Fry, Watts, Mather. Oh, Andrew Mather started on the front row. All went horribly wrong for him. He'll be disappointed to finish 17th. And it was Cobb, Brass, Bonwick, Plunkett, Illman, Montgomery, Kilkenny was 24th. And then it was, we'll just run through the rest of the order before we quickly go to the grid. It was Abdulkader, Harris, Brossett, Williams, Tavev, James, Clyde, Mitchell, Thomas, Dawson, and Sanias Wheaton. Let's head down to the grid then to speak to some of the drivers.
So it's the end of the B final. Top 4 drivers will be going through to the A finals. We're going to try and have a chat with Sam, who won it. Go back. Sam, who won it, and then Ollie. I think he came 2nd in the end. Try and get hold of them. I haven't got Jacob to catch them. See if grab them. Thing, microphone problem. Ollie, are you Wade? Okay, come back for a chat. Okay, Ollie's just going to go and get Wade. Haven't quite found Sam, who won it yet. I think, well, Andrew and Howard, unfortunately, didn't qualify in the top 4, so won't be in the A finals. But on pole for the A finals is Will Chu. So I think we might, if we head to the front of the grid and have a look who's there, and then maybe we can catch up with Sam. And yeah, we'll catch up with Sam as well. Oh, it's Jacob.
Disaster of disasters. Our BUKC commentary team, well, I say half the BUKC commentary team, Howard Mitchell took me out. We were coming down the hill. It's a very close racing, I might add. He was very unlucky, but he went for a gap which unfortunately wasn't there, and ended up crashing into the side of me. He's been to apologise already, and well, I'm just as devastated as he is, really. Unfortunate. Have we got the winner? This is him, is it?
I'm officially a Muppet, and I owe this man a beer.
Told you it wasn't my fault. Okay, Emma, do you want to take the race winner?
Oh, so first of all, we've got Ollie. I think he finished second in the end there.
Yeah, I cut it close in. I like final lap move into the hairpin. Left it close, but
Andrew predicted it. He said he was worried about you. Andrew, unfortunately, didn't finish in the top 4, and you did, so...
yeah, unfortunately, Andrew got a bit caught up in a little bit of a mess. Yeah, I'm looking.
Are you ready for the A's now? You're going up for the A's?
Yep. Anything can happen from the back eye, really. I think it's just going to be lots of lunging.
Well done.
All right, cheers. Thank you very much.
Good luck. Jacob.
Our race winner has just disappeared to the back of the grid. I'm not quite sure what the thinking is there. Perhaps he's a bit camera shy. Is this him coming back now? No, it isn't. Yes, it is. No, he changed his mind again. No idea what's going on there. Do we want to hear a bit more about my race? To be honest, there is nothing to it after Howard knocked me out. Let's go to the... Oh, no, we have finally got him. Have you been weighed?
No, I need to get weighed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, should we talk to our pole sister, then come back to him? Who have we got? Do you know?
It's Will Chu.
No. Can you take my helmet so I can go sit on his lap? Fantastic. Oh, let me squeeze in on here. Afternoon, Will. How are you?
It's not the first time you sat on my lap over the weekend, Jacob.
It's not, Will, and it won't be the last.
Lucky me.
How are you feeling for this one?
Yeah, nervous. I always get nervous before a race. And last time I was on pole at Whilton Mill, probably about 2002, I actually beat myself a little bit. So you better be careful.
So this is the Grads A final, yeah.
Grade A final.
How did you end up on pole?
I don't know. I got a reason. I started 8th the first heat, came up to 4th, and in the last race, I had cart felt good, and I was a little bit lucky with an incident, caught a lot of people out, so then just picked them off, and yeah, it was good.
Does this have anything to do with that 50 quid I saw you slip into JV's back pocket?
Nah.
You sure?
Yeah.
You're actually fast.
This is the first time in 8 years I'm on pole.
Well, congratulations. We're going to go talk to the guy who's alongside you. Do you know him?
Steve Hicks, yeah, ex-Loughborough champion back in 2011. He's got a new suit, and it's quite, it's like a target, so I'm expecting him to be taken out the first corner by Miles over there.
You can win this, can't you?
Well, technically I can win it. We'll see if I do.
Do it for me, Will. Give me a quick kiss. All right. See you later, Emma. Steve Hicks, I believe.
Yes. So, Steve, you won your race earlier. Are you going to do it again now?
Hopefully. I've only got to get past Will Chu. It can't be that hard.
You can't take him out or anything, though. You've got to be kind. Shouldn't you let him win?
I don't know. A lot of people have asked me to take him out, but
I bet people have paid good money to.
I don't know. But if anyone's watching on Facebook, send in money.
We'll take bribes to take out Will.
Message me. I'll give you my PayPal details, and we'll sort it out afterwards.
Do some back transfers,
yeah. Yeah. Nigerian. I'll send it back. Checks in the post. All the rest of it.
Wicked. Well, hopefully top 10 finish and super final, yeah.
Hopefully.
Wicked.
And then yeah.
And then a beer.
And then a beer.
Right. Good luck, Steve. Right, Jacob, where are we going?
Well, Miles Murphy's been shouting, "Steve, I'm coming to get you." When you say coming to get you, is that overtaking or binning?
Well, it's not sexual, put it that way, because that would be a bit too far, wouldn't it?
I don't know, he's a good-looking guy.
Nah, he's a bit old for me, isn't he? What's he, 40?
Something like that, yeah. So you're going to beat him?
Do our best, see how it goes. You'll find out at the first corner where we are, so we'll just go from there. Get the super final, and yeah, go from that.
Does Will Chu worry you?
Not really, no. Well, he's a pensioner, isn't he? We'll be nice to him, won't we?
That you do, yes. All right, Miles, I'm going to let you get on with it. Have a good one, mate.
Thank you very much, and you.
He said, "and you." That was a bit awkward, because obviously I'm not racing. Right, back to the commentary team, who I believe have finished their racing. finished bidding me for the day. Howard and Andrew. Andrew, you're the one I like.
Thanks, Emma and Jacob down on the grid.
Not quite sure what to say about that.
Yeah, me neither, mate. I think we should stick to this. Well,
Oh well, you win some, you lose some. So, we're going into the Grads final now, the Grads A final. Here is your grid. On pole position for the Graduates Class A final for the BUKC Drivers' Championship for 2017. On pole position is Willie Chew. Alongside him on the front row is former Loughborough captain and championship winner Steve Hicks. Row 2 is David Waters, who ran well in the class last year, and Miles Murphy, another former champion of Coventry fame. Row 3, Ben Street, ran very well earlier in the heats, obviously because he's P5, and Sam Taylor is P6. Dominic Wheatley, 7th. Morgan Jones, one of our own team, BUKC, got a heat win earlier, he starts from P8. Row 5 is an interesting one. Aaron Mayle in P9 and last year's Graduates Class champion Matt Tordoff in 10th. Row 6, David Longman, very experienced driver, formerly of Oxford Brooks, currently of the Club 100 Clubman class. Dave Turton in 12th. Row 7, David Pickerskill of Nottingham, or formerly of Nottingham, and Alistair Topless of Sheffield. Row 8, I like row 8. Our Joel has already won the award of Best BUKC Commentator. He starts P15, Sam Sheehan P16. Row 9, Adam Murphy P17 and Matt Isherwood of Cardiff in position 18. Watch out for Josh Butcher, former Huddersfield champion. He starts 19th and Laura Davis 20th. Row 11, Fred Martin Dye starts in P21 and Cardiff's Peter Rundle in 22. Give it up for the mighty Chris Grange in 23rd and Alex Roach in 24th. Costa Karitsis, very quick driver, had troubles early on. He starts P25. Sean Glennon in P26. Rob Langthorpe's, he's done a bit of Club 100 sprints in the lightweights. P27 today. Harry King is 28. I spent most of the heats with him. Harry Brown made it into the A final. I didn't. He starts P29. The grid's disappeared on us. We are having a couple of laps of practice, so don't worry, you're not missing anything. There is a checkered flag for the end of the practice. So the grid forming up now. 17, Willie Chew on pole position. 3, Steve Hicks in second place. What is Miles doing in the 29? This isn't time for dancing, Miles. It's time for racing. Well, at least I'm quite G'd up for this one after my black flag, I'll be honest.
yes, just to set the record straight briefly, Mr. Jacob Harris, the gentleman of the years, has just come and we've hugged it out. I don't know if the cameras caught it, but he and I had a run-in on track.
Oh, okay,
That is why
those
we're
cameras.
hugging it out. Yes, that was completely my fault. But enough about my horrendous driving today. Let's focus on some drivers who actually know how to do this. And I think I'll stick to talking about them. At the front then, everyone's going to be watching this one, aren't they, Andrew?
Absolutely.
Willie Chew. He did make it into the Super Final last year, didn't he?
He did. He was one of the early casualties in that crazy Super Final.
Yep.
Here's that wonderful shot again. Here's your grid. There's Willie on the right, Steve Hicks in P2. I'm not quite sure what Steve's doing. Miles there as well. Joel gives us a dab.
Nice. Yeah.
This is a high quality field.
It really is.
Which is why I'm not in it.
Yes, and why I'm miles away from it.
Right, are we ready for a race? I hope so. This is your Graduates Class A final for 2017. Willie Chew on your left, Steve Hicks on the right. It's red, it's green. We're racing in the graduates class for 2017, and straight into the lead goes Willie Chu. Are they all going to make it through turn 1? Probably not. There's Matt Tordoff in the middle of your picture. Watch out for him. And look at the lead already. Willie Chu in the lead. Dave Waters up to second, and it's all going on for third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and everywhere else. Through Christmas now. This is crackers already. Dave Longman's had a really good start. The number 16 there. Oh, it's also Joel's off. Joel's gone. Okay, it's a repeat of last year again. He's been binned again, and through Ashby now.
Do you know what? I was about to say, amazingly, they have all been clean through turns 1, 2, and through Christmas.
They gave us 2 corners, and then they went back to normal.
Yeah.
Miles being forced out wide there, but he's holding him in. This is going to be a really, really fast race. Matt Tordoff trying to come through, trying to retain his graduates class title. There's Steve Hicks. Steve Hicks back into second. Steve Hicks back into second, past David Waters. But it's Willie Chu who leads on the end of lap 1 in the graduates class. Steve Hicks second, David Waters third, as they're now going up towards Christmas Corner for the second time. Into the corner, and looks like Steve Hicks has got a good bit of straight line speed on Willie Chu there, if I may say so. Dominic Wheatley's up to 4th place. That's a good start from him. And the number 3 plate on Steve Hicks's kart has come loose, so that'll be interesting. There's Joel Fothergill.
Yeah, it was
just no luck for Joel.
It was Joel and David Pickersgill who were involved in that incident, Andrew.
Yep, and he's making his way out of the way. That good driving, Joel.
Yeah, to be fair, that is.
This is even more annoying now. I could have had him. I could have had him if I'd got in that A final. Oh well. There's David Longman. Lots of JLR people here today. He works for JLR. We work for JLR. Did Sam make it through? Yes, he did. He's in P23. He works for JLR. It's the place to be. Anyway, 2 minutes gone. 10 minutes to go. Sam Taylor challenging David Longman now. There's Morgan Jones, another member of Team BUKC. David Longman looking up the inside, side by side, pod to pod through Christmas. That's a great move by David Longman in the 1-6. Very experienced driver. Was in an Oxford Brooks team that won the 24 hours a couple of years ago. Miles Murphy there, battling with Sam Taylor.
We've got stationary carts in the boot, Andrew. They're just getting bump started now. I think they'll be cleared before the leaders get through to them.
Contact warning for Mish. Cardiff's Matt Isherwood. Doesn't want to collect many more of them. Remember, top 10. Top 10 goes into the super final. So if 10th place is fortunately scrapped over, you know why. At the moment, Miles Murphy is the incumbent of it. Here's your battle for the lead. Chu, Hicks, Waters, 1, 2, 3. Up towards Christmas Corner now. And Steve Hicks has got a run. He's got a massive run. And he's going to take the lead, surely. Can Willie hold it around the outside? No, he outbrakes himself. And Steve Hicks takes the lead. And Willie Chu got a little bit squirrely off Christmas. And that's given Steve Hicks the chance to get away. Steve Hicks is now defending thin air because he doesn't know that he's got a bit of a gap now to Will Chu and Dave Waters in third.
Dave Waters almost benefited, it looked like, at the start of that. But Will manage to keep it together out of that.
Contact warning for Dave Waters. 3 strikes and you're out. Those are the rules. Aaron Mayles having a brilliant race. He's up to 5th place there. In fact, no, is that 4th? That is 4th. He's taken Dominic Wheatley on that last lap. Start of a new lap. Lap 4. Steve Hicks is your leader. Half a second clear of Will Chu in second. David Waters third. Aaron Mayle 4th. Dominic Wheatley 5th, Ben Street 6th, Dave Longman 7th, and there's a battle there for 5th and that's number 5, losing 3rd place now. Aaron Mayle up to 3rd place, past David Waters, formerly of Hertfordshire. I think he was also a champion as well when Hertfordshire won the title a few years ago. So at the moment, Hicks, Chu, Waters, Mayle, Wheatley, Street, Longman, Taylor, Jones and Miles Murphy are making the super final, but we're still not halfway, and up the inside goes Dominic Wheatley. There's contact between Dave Waters and Dominic Wheatley. They need to be careful.
Fastest lap of the race, Josh Butcher, it's just been set, 53.982.
Contact warning for the 63. Fred Martin Dye. Contact warning for Matt Tordoff in the 35. Where is Matt?
He's outside
Matt's
the top
down
10.
in 14th. He's not even making the super final at the moment. Last year's
graduate class winner. Here's your battle for fourth. David Waters versus Dominic Wheatley coming through Ashby now. Into Parker's. And then it'll be Chapman's. Pace up at the front. Look at the pace of Steve Hicks. Well,
it's
all
really
of them.
impressive.
Steve Hicks did a 54.088 last time around. That's not even the fastest lap. Josh Butcher has the fastest lap in P13 with a 53.982. Morgan Jones down to 12th. There's been a bit of movement on the outskirts of the top 10. Miles Murphy up to 9th. Fred Martin Dye up to 10th. Dave Turton's had a really quiet, which is strange in the grads, but he's had a quiet but a strong day. He's up to 11th.
Ollie Greenwood's dropping down the order here.
Dave
Andrew.
Pickerskill's out. I just saw the 51 in the background being restarted there. He's out. Here's a battle. Miles Murphy, Coventry versus Ben Street of Cardiff. And what's going on here? Will Chu right on the tail of Steve Hicks.
Yeah, he's just set the fastest lap of the race. That's why, Andrew, 53.910. Willie Chu is on fire here at Whilton Mill. Is there going to be on for the boot? I think he's going to hold station.
That preparation in the Club 100 quadrant class a couple of weeks ago here at Whilton Mill, serving Willie very well right now. Through the last corner, Steve Hicks leads, Willie Chu second, Aaron Mayle third, Dave Waters fourth, Dominic Wheatley rounds out your top 5. This is brilliant stuff, Howard. And is Chu going to have an attack here? Is Chu going to attack? Steve Hicks is going to go down the inside. It's a brave one. Can he hold on to it? Yes, he can. No, he can't. Hicks fights back, and Hicks retakes the lead. And now Aaron Mayle is looking for second place. Down into Ashby, it was a really good attempt from Willie Chu.
Well, it was Hicks. Hicks made a mistake in a way going into Christmas because he moved back to the left as if not to defend, and that allowed Willie the chance. Aaron Mayle had a little look at Will Chu into Parker's, but thought better of it.
Less than 5 minutes to go now in the Graduates Class A final, part of the BUKC Drivers' Championship for 2017. This is your Facebook Live BUK stream, organised by Northampton Karting League and the BUKC. And what a race we are being treated to here at Whilton Mill. Steve Hicks leads, Will Chu second, Aaron Mayle third. But now look at the challenge for Mayle. Mayle jerks to driver's right, trying to go around the outside of Willie Chu. Willie Chu doesn't concede the position, sorry. My brain went all a bit fuzzy there. Steve Hicks has now got a bit of a lead. It's back to about half a second. Will Chu second. And now holding on for this second place, but it can change so quickly. Get a bit of traffic. Curb warning for the number 28 of Alex Roach. There's also been a penalty for a bump and pass. Sam Taylor, the number 21. And that at the moment, Howard, is going to push him out of the super final.
It really counts against you, a penalty in this race because of how close the field is. Who hands Will the trophy if he wins it?
Me.
Okay.
I'll take that honour. Who hands the winner? You'll have Will possibly on the podium in second or third and have to hand the trophy.
It's going to be a bit weird,
yeah,
isn't it?
That'll be an odd one.
I think we'll get around it. I don't think Will's going to hang back based on that issue. Miles Murphy here in the 29.
Sam Taylor as well.
Indeed, for company.
Here's a battle over night. This is your super final.
Critical, isn't
this
it?
is your super final. You've got Laura Davis in there. Number 8, David Turton makes the move. And you've got Josh Butcher there in the, as I described it earlier, the kind of black and white version of Jenson Button's helmet.
It's Fred Martin Dye who's currently on the bubble. He's in 10th at the moment. He's a little up the road from that battle we saw. Did Martin Dye win one of the heats? Or he was certainly at the forefront of one of the heats. I can't remember if he actually came out on top in that, but he's had a decent day.
Yeah.
No doubt about that.
And look at the lead. Again, it's closed in. Hicks now just, a quarter of a second clear of Will Chu. This is fantastic stuff. Sam Reeves got a contact warning in the 46. Our winner, I think the winner, I don't know. Who did win the B final? I'm guessing it was Sam.
This is the problem when we're not...
Yellow flag out at Ashby. Someone being recovered. Oh, and it's all gone wrong.
They've got no. He's just gone the
long way round.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
And they all retain position, but that's how hard they're pushing here. And down the inside for second place, 1 and 17. Are they going to go through the corner? Yes, they are. But that's offered a chance now to Steve Hicks to pull away. The lead's probably going to be back to say 5/6 tenths of a second 2 minutes to go in the graduates class. This is brilliant stuff.
3 more laps tops, Andrew, for them to get this right. Well,
And the lead is back up to 0.561 of a second, but it's not over.
Fastest lap of the race is still with Willie Chu, 53.678.
Watch out for Dave Waters. Dave Waters in the 5 is coming back into this, pacing himself. 12 minutes doesn't sound like a long time, but in this level of ferocious racing, pacing yourself is a good tactic to have. And Steve Hicks, and at the moment, second and third definitely look like they've got a bit more pace than Steve Hicks because they've closed back to Hicks again. But can they get it by? It's the old Murrayism, catching one thing, overtaking another.
This is going to be an amazing last couple of laps here, Andrew.
There's going to be 2 more laps to go because I reckon they're going to cross the line before 55 seconds is on the board. Yes, they cross the line at 1:05. So there'll be this lap and 1 more, unless something extraordinary happens. Is Will Chu going to have a run up the hill now? 2 laps to go. Steve Hicks goes defensive, looks over his left-hand shoulder. Brilliant defending by Steve Hicks.
Yeah, the driving at this from these drivers is absolutely superb thus far this race, it has to be said. He goes
Defending again into Ashby, and side by side. Mail having a go for second place. Dave Waters is back in this. We've got a 4-kart battle for the lead. Who's going to be the graduates class champion for 2017? Right now, I've no idea. There's 30 seconds to go. Penalty for Sam Taylor, his second of the race, so he's well and truly out of the super final now.
Yellow flags through the boot. There's nothing happening here.
The bubble is on Josh Butcher now. He's making it, and everybody below him isn't. Here we go then, the final lap of the graduates class in the BUKC Drivers' Championship for 2017. Steve Hicks has led from the early stages of the race, but it's not over yet. Up towards Christmas again. Steve Hicks going defensive. Willie Chu looking for the inside. There's no way through. Aaron Mayle's still there. David Waters is still there. If you think this is good, wait till the super final when we've got 30 drivers of this standard in there. Hicks goes defensive again, side by side again with Chu and Mayle. That's going to offer an opportunity to Dave Waters. Dave Waters is going for the podium. On the inside, he's got it. He's got it into third. Pushing and shoving there. That might be interesting how that one gets reviewed. This is the last lap. I reckon Steve Hicks has got this. He's got a bit of a gap now to Will Chu. The attack from Mayle has helped him into the boot now. Is it going to be another championship going to Loughborough? Round the final corner, Steve Hicks is going to win the graduates class for 2017. And look at how close it was for third. Will Chu takes second. David Waters third. Aaron Mayle fourth. Dominic Wheatley fifth. Miles Murphy recovers to sixth. Seventh for Sam Taylor, but he's got 2 penalties. Eighth for Dave Longman. Brilliant drive from Dave. Ninth, Fred Martin Dye. 10th for Josh Butcher. 11th, Dave Turton, so I reckon he's into the super final. 12th, Ben Street. 13th, Peter Rundle. 14th, our reigning, was reigning, graduates champion is out. He's out of the Drivers' Championship. It's only P14 for Matthew Tordoff. 15th for Morgan Jones. 16th for Costa Krietsis. 17th for Chris Grange. Well done, mate. That's an awesome result. 18th, Alistair Topless. 19th, Rob Langthorpe. 20th for Sam Reeve, who came from the B final. 21st, Alex Roach. Harry King, 22nd. Sean Glennon, 23rd. Harry Brown, 24th. Chris Milson, 25th. Sam Sheehan, 26th. Adam Murphy, 27th. Harry Hunter, 28th. Ollie Greenwood, 29th. Laura Davis, 30th. Joel Fothergill, 31st. Chris Bell, 32nd. David Pickersgill, 33rd. And I think Matt Isherwood retired in 34th. Howard, wow, what an A final in the grads class.
That was quite a race, and it's only going to carry on now, Andrew, because we've got the heavyweights.
We've got 2 more of them and a super final.
We're going to hand over to the grid. Can't wait for the next one, mate.
And there we have it. Our graduate championship for 2017, Steve Hicks. Steve's still on the grid at the minute, but we'll have a chat with him in a second. Second place, Will Chu, our very own Willie. Unfortunately, he could only manage second place. Thank you for walking right through the middle of the camera shot, Mr. Whoever you are. Yeah, Steve is on his way over now, so we will have a chat with him. We'll grab Will as well. Commiserations to him. He did race a great race. But unfortunately, Steve's too fast for him. Here he comes now. Steve, once you've been weighed.
Oh, he's just.
He is being weighed. He is being weighed. I'm guessing that's the top 3 being weighed then. So we'll have to wait for a chat with Will as well. Running up behind us, we have heavyweights B final.
Heavyweight Bs. Should be quite an interesting one.
Yeah, got a few quick drivers who've not made.
Yeah, I know that Sean Dorling, he usually performs very well, but he is actually, I think, 3rd in this race to try and get back into the A's.
Yeah,
he had
that's
some
him.
unfortunate rates.
Gridding up now.
I think there's a few quick people who've had bad races this morning.
Looking to make amends. Yeah, we shall see.
A little bit like you, yeah?
Yes. I tried to make amends until Howard binned me. Very angry about that still. We'll have a scrap after this. Once he's finished commentating, his voice will sound like mine once I stick my hand down his throat and pull his vocal cords out. But until then, let's continue with the live stream. We are yet to see Will Chu. In fact, JV is looking for him on the scales. But here's Steve. Congratulations. Miles, we're trying to do a TV interview here. Get out the way. Get out the way.
He designed my suits, it's alright.
Steve, how did you achieve the monumental task of beating Will Chu?
I don't really remember when I got past him in the. Oh, it was up the hills. He nailed the start. He got a perfect start. Dave Waters went with him. I went a little bit wide, so I think I was a couple of seconds down after a couple of laps, but caught him up. I don't know. I got past Dave down here somewhere, and then got past Will, pulled ahead. Thought I had it in the bag because I turned around a couple of laps later and he was kind of gone, and then a few laps later he was back there again. And like an irritating little insect, he got back past me. He had about 2 laps, but I think he's getting a bit tired in his old age because he started making a few mistakes here and there. He went deep in a few corners, and then eventually I think someone might have caught up with him and had a bit of a gap for the last couple of laps, which was nice. But yeah, always nice to beat Will. He obviously started all this, and I think that's the first time he's been on pole for about 10 years or something like that. But I did hear he's done about 4 days of testing, so he should have been quick.
Steve, you obviously won our championship with Loughborough back in the day.
Yeah.
How does this rank up there in terms of your lifetime achievements?
Oh, it's right up there, number 1. I mean, the 2 championships I got with Loughborough were nothing. I mean, today. No, congratulations to Loughborough for winning again. Best all-time university now. So I had a little cheer when the Oxford Brookes chain came off the other day. So
You can't say that on the stream.
yeah, you can.
No, you can't. Steve, we're going to have to stop talking to you.
It's like the awkward elephant in the room. We just don't talk about that.
It's getting a bit too taboo. Yes, good luck. Will is still over there trying to get weighed, I think. No, he's coming back. He's been weighed. Hopefully he had his lead with him because he's lost a lot of weight recently. And he's having a chat with Steve. Tell you what, Emma, I'll go get him.
Okay, wicked. So we've got E's now. So again, top 4 will go into the heavyweight A's. And yeah, hopefully try and make it from the back of the pack. I think we do have Will coming now. He's going to tell us all his tips.
Just tell him to get his helmet off and show his pretty face. Because you are
can
gorgeous.
See that
Will.
glorious smile.
Well, what happened?
Well, I don't know. I came second, so always come second. But yeah, I think I messed up the first lap, so that didn't really help. I was over at Christmas, and I went wide, and I tried to brake too late, you know. And anyway, Dave got a run on me down to Ashby, I think it was, and he went up for the inside. I was like, I got you back on the exit. As I giggled inwards, you know. And then Steve Hitz got past up in Christmas again. He was like, oh man, Jesus, it's gonna be one of those races. So. And when I tried to get past Steve, I just outbraked myself a little bit, went a bit too deep into Christmas. Steve got me back on the run, and then Aaron Mell, ex-Sheffield captain, was on the back, and he kept on doing these little moves up into that corner E, and they weren't really completely committed, so I just managed to keep it in nicely. But yeah, I felt rusty, so maybe I was a little bit too nervous. In fact, my heart rate is 128 still, so yeah.
Do well, actually.
It's my best ever performance in the Drivers' Championship, but it helps not being hungover from the BUKC party. So we've had a day of rest. That definitely helps for me. So yeah, not a bad result. See how I do in the super final.
You'll win the super final, right?
Think so. Yes, I think so.
Whatever happens, Will, I'm proud of you. Okay, we are moving to one side. I'm not quite sure why, or is Mike calling Will to one side? Let's go chat to someone on the grid, shall we?
Yeah,
Who's
front
on
of the grid.
pole?
Oh.
We do not know.
Oh, they're going.
Jumbo is calling them out. You'll have to find out who's on pole from Howard, who I hate, and Andrew, who I like.
Welcome back, everybody, to live coverage of the British Universities Karting Championship, Drivers' Championship for 2017. Wow, what a race we had in the Graduates A final. Now let's move to the heavyweights and their B final, and here's your grid. On pole position for the B final and looking for one of those 4 places in the A final, Daniel Brewer starts in pole. Alongside him, last year's super heavyweight champion Andy Grant. Row 2, Sean Darling and Daniel Burgess. Row 3, currently outside those top 4 places, but in a good position to get into them. Tom Wantock starts in P5 and George Story in P6. Row 4 is a combination of Ashley Jarvis and Birmingham's Andreas Gutsold. Row 5, Callum Brewell. He's got the pace to get up in that top 4, the Warwick driver. In fact, this might be his last race as a Warwick driver. Liam O'Flynn is P10. Row 6, Thomas Brooks starts from 11th. Tom Goodwin starts P12. Row 7, Jack Williams starts alongside Freddie Chiddicks. Row 8, Kyle Roberts and George Farakis in P16. You got second, mate. Willie Tube's looking not too happy that he didn't win the grads final. Anyway, row 9, Jack Chamberlain, P17. James Lovell, P18. Row 10, Jake O'Sullivan and George Halliwell. We're going round again. Good, good, good. Row 11, Charles Tessera starts alongside Matthew Robertson. And row 12 is a combination of Reese Roberts and Jonathan Riley. Row 13, Tom Dent. Went to school with my sister. Now races for Leeds. He starts P25. P26, Lucas Putalauskis. Row 14, Jack Laziniewski in complicated Namesville. And 28th is Henry Grantham Wright. Row 15, Richard Cook in P29 and Jasper Chamberlain in 30th. Row 16, Callum Henning starts alongside Sam Brown. And row 17, brilliant to see him back out after his horrific crash earlier. It's Scott Kelman in 33rd and Stephen Howes with the best dog in the paddock in the BUKC, Stephen Howes. 34 karts on this grid, Howard.
Absolutely, and it looks like we're good for a race start here, Andrew. So we look for the lights to go green. They didn't go green, so it's been called a full start. That's sort of, everyone was hesitating then, myself included, and it didn't happen.
Heavyweights.
Something didn't happen then. Oh, it's because Dan Ryle was still in the pit lane.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, Dan Ryle in the number 6 kart was still in the pit lane. That's why. Whilst if you spin off under formation, they're not obliged to start. They're not obliged to wait for you. Sorry, probably be a bit unfair to start whilst he may have had just some form of mechanical or something. So yes, I think that maybe they. Yeah, I don't think the pace kart knew that.
These things happen.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And hey, Club 100 do a fantastic job of facilitating these events. They've run. Is this race 13 of the day? And this is race 13 of day 3.
I don't know.
The 5th race meet of the season, if you include the qualifiers. So I think that we'll give them benefit of the doubt, certainly. Some minions out there, good to see. Also, small world, isn't it, mate?
I know, yeah. We found this out on the party on Friday night. It's like, I recognise you from somewhere, Mr. Tom Dent. Okay, anyway, enough of my ramblings. It's time for a race. Round the final corner. Watch the lights. And we're green and we're racing in the heavyweights class, and the 25 cuts across. And who is going to make it through? No, Andreas Gutsold's off and going for some rally cross. Oh, there's a mess. Massive mess. Heavyweights, come on.
It's not.
That's the second, and it's going to be. That's going to be a false start, surely.
Yeah.
So for the second time today, the heavyweights have made a right mess of that.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to count them. Not out loud because I'll lose count, I think.
1, 2.
I've got 11. 11 or 12 carts down there to be recovered.
One of them's a minion.
There's a minion down there, definitely.
I think some of our Birmingham boys are down there as well. Is that Jake O'Sullivan involved in that?
Yeah, he's amongst them.
All drivers fine. That's the good news.
Yeah, no, it was just a sort of classic.
I think Scott Kelman made it through that one.
I think Liam O'Flynn might have been in amongst them as well.
So what'll happen now, folks, is we'll reset the grid as it was. We'll take the race duration down by a minute. I can tell my Tom story now.
Yes, you can.
So at the party, the brilliant BUKC end of season party that happens after mains, me and Tom have a little chat. We talked about their new suits. And I said to him, like, you look very familiar. Are you from Sheffield by any chance? He said, yes. What school did you go to? High Stores. It's like, okay. This is getting a bit strange now. What year were you in? Turns out it was my sister's year, 2 years below me. He's a thoroughly nice chap. Gets even weirder. My mum's here today. She used to take care of Tom when he was like 3 years old at preschool. Strange world.
It is a strange world.
So I hope I've not embarrassed you, Tom,
story.
for telling that little story.
No, This Is Your Live Tom Den on roll-up. Why not? We've
Big
got
up-
minions.
Big up the Sheffield 11 massive.
Exactly.
It's not a massive. If anyone went to Sheffield 11, it's not very hip.
Right, I still think we're going to have at least another roll-up lap because I'm not seeing all these carts getting back into their positions that quickly. Although,
Do keep your tweets going. Oh, Jake's nearly run over James.
Oh,
he's a bandit. That boy.
That's unfortunate.
Let's have a look at some of your messages. Derek McQuillan says, "Go on, lads, have fun." I think that's definitely being done. We're going round again, aren't we?
Yeah.
Good. Duval just says, "Emma Jones." Yeah. Emma's there. She's doing a cracking job with Jacob all weekend and at the qualifiers as well. If you want this live stream for next year, please, to like all the sponsors of the championship, to anyone you can think of, tell them. We would love to do this for every single BUKC event. Obviously, we've had the audio stream all season. That's relatively easy to do, and I'm relatively cheap. But the video is a different story.
Have you mentioned, by the way, Andrew, we should just make a quick apology. We have had some technical difficulties on Mixler.
Yes, apologies to anyone listening on Mixler. We might have not had Mixler all day. Sorry.
No, we did. We did have it this morning, actually.
Okay,
yeah,
that's fine.
That's confirmed. We did have that. But,
right, let's see if we're good for a go this time. I think we are.
We are indeed.
Let's have a second go at this heavyweight B final. Keep it calm, boys. We need to get through this time. We're green and racing again in the heavyweights B final. The 1 and the 21 had a pod-to-pod contact. Are they all going to make it through?
Round.
No.
Oh, God. 1, 2, 3. There's 5 carts off there, but I think it's going to be called good.
Yep. And the 25 and the 1 challenging. The 1's had a brilliant start. Forceful start from Sean Darling, but he's up into second place. Dan Brewer has retained the lead. Andy Grant's in third. They're all filing through. Remember, top 4 go through into the super final. Sorry, not the super final. The A final. If they can still get in the super final if they get up into the top 10. And Andy Grant's under real trouble here. He's being attacked by a minion. The 28's got past him. That's Daniel Burgess. Andy Grant trying to shrimp a bit. I don't think that's going to work, mate. You're too tall.
Well, in theory, therefore, could potentially have a greater effect.
Maybe. I'm not convinced myself.
Oh, look at this through the last corner in the last lap. There's a minion, Andreas Goodsold and Callum Brule.
That's something I never thought we'd say.
Nope. Sentences I didn't think I'd ever come out with. I'm going to look for who's...
Challenge for the lead, Howard. The number 1 going to the inside, up into Christmas and taking the lead. Clearly, dressing like you're ready for a skiing trip is the way to go.
Right.
because that is Sean Darling up into the lead.
Drivers who had incidents on the first lap. Kyle Roberts, Ashley Jarvis, Tom Dent, Richard Cook, Callum Henning and Tom Wantock. A race winner from yesterday in the Rookie Championship for Surrey A, en route to them winning the championship.
Contact warning for the 52 of George Farakis. Is this also the class where we've got a unicorn? I think it is, isn't it? Where's the unicorn? Or has the
A-final?
unicorn got through to the A final?
The A final.
Excellent.
Because it was Sam Nash, wasn't it? And he's had some decent races. So yeah, the unicorn's in the A final.
Oh, sorry, Howard, I've just tried to choke you there. Andreas Gutsold in the 39, trying to get past the 49 now. This B final looking a bit calmer than the sorry, not the lightweights, the Grads B final. I'll be honest, I have no idea what was going on in that race.
I was too far back to know what was going on in that race. Contact warning for Jake O'Sullivan in the number 30 kart. The number 1 is first. First time that's happened this weekend, isn't it?
Yes.
It's a fairly irrelevant stat, but there you go. Fastest lap of the race is with Andy Grant, so he's definitely pushing out there, Andrew.
And he's currently holding on to the crucial 4th place that gets him into the A final.
Did we have super heavyweights who got through to the A final?
Definitely, because Michael's in
yes.
there.
Oh, of course, yes.
Our Michael Gibbons and his lovely little face.
Look at the 39 here, Sam's...
Penalty for the number 16, James Lovell and ABC.
Apologies, Sam Spinell's 39 in the lightweights, isn't he? Andreas Goodsold. It is looking to get past Liam O'Flynn. There's a penalty. Have you just mentioned James Lovell's penalty?
Yes,
there?
I have.
Apologies. I'm keeping an eye on the brilliant battling. The minion of George Story in the 49 is just down the road, and he's got Callum Brewell, as we say, we believe, in his final race for Warwick, unless he pulls forward into the top 4. Daniel Burgess, I'm not sure we've seen this, Andrew, but Daniel Burgess is now... Did you see the pass for second? As Andreas Goodsold. Well, that was close to the tyres there. Andreas Goodsold gets past Liam O'Flynn, but they both went extremely wide through the last corner. Not quite as hard in the mouth as some of the passes and battles we've seen through that corner this weekend, but I'm sure Liam O'Flynn had his pulse up at that point. This is the 55, the 4. Actually, these aren't all on the lead lap, now I say that. But all of the karts in shot there, the 4 karts you can see at the back of which is Callum Brewell in the yellow helmet, those are all 4 position.
Whilst it's calm, I'm just going to take a quick opportunity to thank some of our partners.
Callum Brewell was having a look into the boot, sorry.
No, this is more important than, I nearly said more important than sponsors. Right now, it's more important than the sponsors. Okay, it's calmed down again. Right, let's have a little chat about our partners, because I don't think we've mentioned them enough this weekend. First of all, 3T Racing. They run all of this. They make it happen. They do lots of wonderful things as well, so go give them a like. Club 100, of course. Absolutely fantastic. Gets so many people into motorsport through the BUKC. I count myself as one of them. And if you are interested,
so do I, indeed, of course, as well.
As the 42 of Callum Brewell looking up the inside of the 49 George Story. If you're not a student and you're looking at this and going, I want to go at this, where can I do that? Head across to www.club100.co.uk. They've got various different championships that they run across the season, and entries are still open for sprint racing, whether you want to do heavies or lightweights. If you want to be in a team, you can race endurance races that last for about 2.5 hours. And if you're in a smaller team, so even a 2 or a 4, and you want to do some of the style of racing that we have in the BUKC, we've got the brand new Quadrant Championship. 4 races, 4 25-minute races. It's all the details on www.club100.co.uk. Get in touch with JV and the team down in the southeast of England. We would be very happy to have you join us at some of our meetings. Alpha Timing, absolutely brilliant. We couldn't do commentary without it. We'd have no idea what was going on if we didn't have it. And if you're a kart club and you need a timing system, get in contact with Will and he can sort you out. 49 looking up the inside of the 26th. This is the battle for 6th place. And the 26th of Liam O'Flynn holding nicely there. Contact warning for Charles Teixeira. Let's keep going. MK Racewear up at Leamington Spa. If you're needing racewear anywhere, go to MK Racewear. They've got some great deals on their website. DizzyTwilight.com. If you need a DJ, get Dizzy Twilight in. An Ibiza DJ. That's all I'm going to say. And does a brilliant party.
Is it soon to be Ibiza?
No, I think it's happened already.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
But it's only getting bigger and greater in future
okay.
years. Birrell carts. So these Club 100 carts are all Birrell chassis. Very well made.
Yeah, they
Check
take a
them
lot,
out.
don't they?
They do take a lot from our students, battering them. And last one I'm going to mention, Stu Stretton and all of his wonderful photography. If you ask me, one of the best motorsport photographers, not just in Britain, in the world. #not biased. Check him out. You can find him on Facebook. And I think that's about it. Thank you for Monster as well. Lots of Monster has been drunk over the paddock the last 3 days. Anyway, let's focus on a race. Here's Andy Grant. Here's the battle for getting in the A final. Andy Grant in the 21 and Andreas Gutsold in the 39. Currently 6 seconds off the lead, but they're not going to be focusing on that right now because this is crucial. Oh, what's an O?
Sorry, as the number 60 just went flying off at Ashby, and I'm not quite sure what that may be.
He's gone that far. He's practically in Warwickshire.
Indeed.
Andy Grant now defending from Andreas Gutsold. Andreas has a bit of Super One experience. He's not slow at all.
Oh, and he's going to have a look inside. Look at this.
Oh, not for the first time. Oh my goodness, 2 carts have got through the last corner without one of them ending up in the wall.
Andy Grant not happy with that.
Our screen's just gone. Oh, it's back. Oh, thank goodness. So Andreas Gutsold takes 4th place, but let's just wait on that. I don't think Andy Grant was too happy. Andy Grant is fighting for his super heavyweight title at the moment.
Yeah.
If he doesn't get through, that's it, because there's quite a few guys in the super heavyweights through to the A final.
Important to keep an eye on this. Our leader, though, is about to go through the boot. He goes through the left, he goes through the right. Sean Darling also has the fastest lap of the race at 54.2. Comes around the last corner now. Sean Darling, it's been dominant, absolutely dominant across the line.
I think this is
Woolly
the last
Bully,
lap now.
lovely winter jump. Oh, apologies. There's another lap to go. Still, everything I've just said was valid. Absolutely dominant race from Sean Darling. He hasn't put a foot wrong. He's got the fastest lap of the race, 54.2. Daniel Burgess is some 3 seconds back, and actually it's still very close between Daniel Burgess and Daniel Brewer on this last lap. Keep an eye on that one. So, now our leader goes into the boot for the last time. Sorry, everybody. But it's unchanged in that sense. He comes round the last corner now, and now I can tell he's winning. Yeah.
That was about 4 dabs.
That was impressive in of itself.
Who's going to make the A final? It's going to be Daniel Burgess, Daniel Brewer, and Andy Grant. Andy Grant's gone. Where's Andy? No, don't have that as the way for Andy to finish his BUKC career, please.
He's off at turn 2, Andrew.
Oh,
he sat on the tyre wall. He is clearly upset about something.
Oh, that's... I really feel for the guy. Oh, I really wanted to see him make the A final.
Well, Andrew, my apologies again to the audience, therefore, because we may have held on to seeing what happened there had we have stayed with him. The question is, was it contact? Was it with Gutsold? Does Gutsold have a penalty as a result of it? Because if he does, he would be deducted a lap, and that would put Liam O'Flynn up into the A final. That's the consideration.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. And, oh my goodness. I've just seen a picture from the A final of the grads. We're very lucky we've not got an injured driver.
Yeah, that was quite a moment, wasn't it, in the grads?
If
Anyway, Sean
basically,
Darling.
Joel's cart on top of someone's shoulder momentarily.
All drivers were okay in that incident, though. Sean Darling, then, dominant victory there. We are going to hand down to Emma and Jacob on the grid.
Winner of our heavyweight B final, as called by Emma, Sean Darling. Sean, in his Christmas onesie, took the victory. Close, it was close between him and Dan Burgess, was it?
Yeah.
But Sean held on with, I believe, fastest lap of the race as well, 54.2. He beat that on the last lap. And yeah, congratulations, Sean. We'll have a chat with him in a minute. Hopefully find Dan as well. I'm not sure if they're being weighed or not. It doesn't look like it. So if we can grab Sean now, that would be fantastic. Our heavyweight A final is going out. Sean, of course, will need to go to the back of the grid. So hopefully he comes for he's seen me waving. Hopefully he'll come for a quick chat because, yeah, he's got to get back out in this race. Top 4 go through to the A final. So Sean will have a chat with Emma now. Oh, wait.
Wait first, right.
Oh, this is going to be a tight turnaround. Okay. Guessing Dan Burgess is being weighed as well. It's awful that they have to get weighed. You know, it really takes away from interviewing time. You know, if only they weren't so suspiciously looking, we'd trust them to follow the rules. Yeah, he's a short guy. I'm surprised he does just about squeeze into heavyweights. Perhaps he likes the beer too much. Well, I know he's certainly a fan of it. Here he comes now. Can I have a chat with Emma?
So Sean, you won it.
I did. I'm a bit confused now. I'm in the A final, but I don't know where I'm starting.
I think you're starting at the back.
Okay.
So you got to work your way up through.
Row 16.
Yeah. You'll be out again now. Do you reckon you can do it?
I can do it, but I'm not going to win it.
You can maybe get up there.
Obviously,
I've got faith.
That was a good race.
I did say before, I did think Sean's got this. So
We started that race 3 times, so eventually.
yeah, a bit messy at the beginning, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, good luck. We'll hopefully see you in the top 10, right? Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Right. Okay, so Sean's going to head to the back of the grid now. So we're going to look at who's at the front of the grid for this. Obviously, everyone's working for the top 10 to try and get into the super final. So, Jacob, who have we got?
On the front row, we have Michael Gibbons. Can you win this race?
Well, obviously, I don't expect anything. I just super final is definitely the goal, and then hopefully have some good battles out there.
I've got some quick drivers out there with you, notably Jamie alongside. Can you hold them off? Can you be first into Christmas corner?
Well, we're in pole, so hopefully. I'll tell you at the end of the race.
Isn't hindsight a beautiful thing? Right, I believe Emma's going to see what Jamie's got to say for himself.
So we're over here. Is it Jamie? Yep. So, Jamie, what's your plan?
Just try and get in the lead as quick as I can and pull away.
Are you aiming for like the first or just top 10 secure it?
It was top 10, but as I'm sat where I am, I think a win would be nice.
Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah, first year I've ever done it as well.
Oh, really? So have you done BUKC before?
Oh yeah, I've done BUKC.
But not drivers' champs?
No, never drivers' champs.
I'll see, maybe, you know. Not
Expecting to try and get to the super final, but hopefully I can get a win.
Yeah, hopefully. You should do it. I mean, he's looking mean at the start. You might have you. Well, good luck. We'll see you afterwards. Jacob, who have you got?
Right behind Jamie is Ollie. Ollie. Heavyweight A. Can you win it?
I'm going to try. Just need to try and get a clean start.
There's some quick guys in this one. We got Michael, we got Jamie Dizra. Are you scared?
No.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear. You've had a good day so far. I have faith in you. Will I be talking to you at the end? Can I confidently say, come back to me for an interview?
I won't bank on it. I just want a top 10.
All right, but you'll win the super final, yeah?
Yeah, that as well.
That's what we're talking about. Been lovely talking to you. Have a good race. Moving down.
So we've got James here. James, how are you feeling?
Yeah, all right. I've had good pace all day, so hopefully I can push on from here and challenge for the win. We'll see what happens.
Have you done super finals before, drivers' champs before?
No, last year I was in the A final. I binned it on myself, by myself. So
We did see a bit of that for the grads. There was a few people who, messed it up.
yeah, I'll try not to do that this time. I think.
Yeah, well, good luck. Okay. We'll see who Jacob has found. Jacob, we can move him a bit further back.
I'm back with Team Alistair, senior in the kart. Alistair, what can you do from here?
I'll see what I can do on the start. If I can get a clean start, then who knows, maybe top 5. But yeah, we've just got to see what happens with the start.
I'm confident in you to see you in the super final. Can I bank on it?
It's going to be tough. Like I say, if we get a good start, then anything's possible. But equally, I could easily go backwards. So we're just going to do our best. It'd be good to get in the super final, but we'll see what happens.
Alistair, have a good race.
Cheers. Thank you.
Okay, moving along. Emma, who's next?
So here we've got, is it Joe? Yeah, it is. How are you feeling?
Yeah, good. I was quickest in the heat before and I had really good pace. Just ended up in a bit of a fight for first that I lost, but learn from it and go again this time.
You're not too far back. You can still get this.
Yeah, I'm looking at my fellow Brooksman Jamie at the front there. Got to get up with him.
Then would you work together, maybe?
We'll see. Won't we? Yeah, depends.
See if he's going to be nice.
Yeah.
What kind of driver history have you got then?
What, me, myself? Yeah. I've done senior road tax, junior road tax, MSA kind of things. Yeah. Just, do what I can.
Yeah. Right, we should put you in good stead for this. Yeah. So good luck. Right, I think you're off.
Drivers are jumping in their karts. They are being pushed off. This is the heavyweights A final. We are going to hand back to commentators Howard, who I still hate, and Andrew, who I still love.
Thank you, down on the grid. Here we go then. Heavyweights A final. If the grads A final was anything to go by, Andrew,
this is going to be a good one.
This is going to be amazing. So, with that in mind, actually, Andrew, I'll keep an eye on this.
Yep.
On the whether we're going to start.
It's the BUKC Drivers' Championship for 2017. We're heading in to our heavyweights students A final. On pole position and also going for super heavyweights, it's Birmingham's Michael Gibbons. Alongside him on the front row is Jamie Desira of Oxford Brooks. Row 2 is Josh Mitchell and Ollie Milner in grid 4. Row 3 is William Wren and James Lampton. Row 4 is Joe Bleakley and Kyle Morby. Row 5 is Alistair Senior and Sean Briley of Surrey. Row 6 is Oxford Brooks' David Haynes and Birmingham's Morgan Price. Row 7 is Harvard Humphrey and Southampton's Titus Pacellis. Row 8 is Charlie Knox and Jamie Henderson. And after them it's row 9 with Heinrich Watson Miller from Oxford and Harry Farnhill. Row 10, 19th position on the grid for this A final, James Fretter and Southampton's Kirk Langley in 20th place. In what might be his last race as a Brighton student, Dom Tranquil starts the heavyweights A final from 21st. Alongside him on row 11, George Baldwin, 22nd. 23rd is Christopher. I've forgotten his second name. Howard's trying to find it for me. Gristwood. Thank you very much, Howard. 23rd, Christopher Gristwood. And 24th, watch out for Sam Moffat, last year's heavyweights champion, the King of Kings. His throne is threatened. Row 13, Fabio Minchella and James Johnston. Row 14, Camille Joel from Birmingham and Henry Jackson. And row 15, James Dixon and the Unicorn, Ben Collins. We will also have our top 4 from the B final. Joining them on rows 16 and 17. That's Sean Darling, Daniel Burgess, Daniel Brewer and Andreas Gutsold. So Howard, we know we're going to have a new super heavyweights champion.
We do. I am gutted for Andy.
Yeah,
because even if he hadn't have made it to 4th, that race didn't end how he would have liked.
Now the question is, another Scottish driver Can he fight from 24th? Sam Moffat, you can see him there in the 24 in the middle of your shot.
I have to say, Andrew, if I was, say, a really good Oxford Brookes driver,
Yes.
which I'm not, but which Jamie DeZera is,
Yes.
wouldn't you want to wouldn't you want to like to make up for what was a very, everyone felt rather sorry for Brookes on Friday.
Yes.
They missed out on the major championship after such a good season, but what a way it would be to make up for it from Jamie DeZera's point of view if he could take home the heavyweights title.
I fully agree. And I don't want to make favourites, but I would be really, really happy if Jamie won this.
Yeah.
Especially when you consider there's a Birmingham guy on P1. Hashtag not
I'm going to pose another stat that I don't know, Andrew. If Michael Gibbons wins this, it could be the first time that the winner of the heavyweights is also the winner of the super heavyweights.
I know what you mean, yes. Super heavyweight winning that and heavyweights.
Yes,
All the trophies.
because yeah, exactly. Yeah, so you'd win both classes.
In a way, yes.
That would be...
Unless someone corrects us. Oh, the unicorn's fallen. The hood's down. It must be serious now.
Yeah, no drag off that. Well, actually, no, that's still going to flail around horribly, isn't it? Oh, well.
Right, I think we're ready for a race. 12 minutes to decide the heavyweight champion for 2017. Last year it was Sam Moffat. But who's it going to be this year? And of course that top 10 are going to make their way into the super final. The tension is rising. We're ready for racing. And it's green in the heavyweights A final. Very even start between Gibbons and DeZera. Are they all going to make it through the first couple of corners? Yes, I think they are. They've shown up the B final there. And up to Christmas corner now. Side by side still the pole sitters. Josh Mitchell there in the 54.
DeZera to the front, Andrew.
Oh, and everyone's running very wide, and there's all kinds of chaos. There's a minion that's gone. Andreas Gutzold's doing some rallycross.
Yeah, someone's gone lawn mowing as well as Andreas.
There's Joe Bleakley in the 63. Heinrich Watson-Miller's had a good start. Oh, there's all sorts going down on the way to Ashby.
I can see Dom Tranquil has dropped right down the back. He's kept it going. But, oh, Andrew, is that Sam Moffat off? That's Sam Moffat, isn't it, at the top of the hill?
Oh,
I
it
can
is.
see.
It is.
Right.
Oh.
Well,
and it's the same situation as Andy. This is going to be Sam's last race in the BUKC as a student.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a real shame.
It is. However, what it does mean is not only are we going to have a different super heavyweight champion, we're now pretty much...
It's bigger.
We're going to have a different King of Kings.
We're going to have a different King of Kings or a Queen of Queens.
Yes, Champion of Champions is what we really mean. The super final won't have Andy... Was Andy Grant in the super final?
He will have been, yeah.
Yeah, so it won't have Andy Grant in. It won't have Sam Moffat in.
It won't have Matt Tordoff in it.
No.
No pressure, Jess, if you're listening. But so far,
a lot of the
three of the four reigning champions are gone.
Yes. In fact, so that will make Jess... We don't know.
Well, she's got to get through the A final first. Anyway,
yes,
we'll get onto that when we get onto it for the lightweights A.
If she does get through, Andrew, it would make her the only champion from last year to get through. Indeed,
Yes.
yeah. Right,
2
Jamie
minutes
DeZera.
gone.
Yes, indeed. Jamie DeZera leads. Josh Mitchell was also able to get past Michael Gibbons on the first lap, and now Michael Gibbons has the attention of Carl Morby, and Carl Morby's got a brilliant run through turn 2. But look at this, James Lambton's going to get both of them. What a move from James Lambton. Talk about opportunistic. That was brilliant, and it was all done unusually before they got to Christmas.
Just realised, though, at the moment, the Super Heavyweights title, if it's any consolation, at the moment is staying in Scotland. Josh Mitchell is currently your Super Heavyweights leader there in second place.
Absolutely, but Michael Gibbons might have something to say about that in the remaining 9.5 minutes. Sean Brierley, it is in 6th place. Morgan Price in 7th. Important not to forget him. He had a good drive earlier. Heinrich Watson-Miller in 8th. Joe Bleakley in 9th also has had really good heats. Well, everyone at the front of this, of course, has had really good heats. David Haynes rounds out the top 10 as well.
Someone's just come out of the pits. William Wren's gone.
Right.
I think that was William coming out of the pits. Not sure why he's been into the pits, because he's not had a black flag. So it must be for something wrong with the car. Camille Jules gone. Camille Jules is falling down the order. And so pretty much 26 carts left in this one. Camille Jules, Dom Tranquil, George Baldwin, James Fretter, Charlie Knox, James Dixon, Sam Moffat, as we mentioned, and William Wren have all had issues in the first 3 minutes of this race, and unfortunately for them, their chance of heavyweights glory is gone for another year.
Jamie Desir has pulled out a fair few kart lengths here on Josh Mitchell. Josh Mitchell it is, you can see in shot if you're watching our Facebook live stream.
Battle going on here for 5th place, working their way through some traffic. It's Michael Gibbons and Sean Briley. Sean was telling me how the Surrey A Rookies title was his first championship in a good few years.
Andrew, James Lambton here has a run on Josh Mitchell for 2nd, and he's got it done. Really good work there from James. Now that still means Josh Mitchell is your super heavies leader, because James Lambton is not super heavies, he's heavies full stop. And now Kyle Morby is having a look at the back of Josh Mitchell. So James Lambton shrimping, you can see him ducking his head to try and reduce his drag as much as possible. Looks like he's leaving Josh Mitchell behind here. Kyle Morby it is, chasing the 54, and then there is the battle Andrew was just talking about a moment ago with Michael Gibbons, Sean Briley and Morgan Price. Now Morgan Price and Michael Gibbons will want to keep this clean within this because they're both Birmingham drivers.
Morgan's got a good runner here on the inside.
He has indeed, hasn't he?
Sean holding what I like to call the Gandalf line round the outside there through Christmas Corner. Penalty for Titus Pacellis for a bump and pass in the number 2 kart. Where is Titus? Down in 24th. That's not where I thought Titus would be.
Oh, Bleakley's off. Joe Bleakley is off at Ashby. He's spun out from 10th position. So that means Ollie Milner's now in the pound seats for the Super Final.
And another bump and pass penalty, this time for the 35, Southampton's Kirk Langley. Brain's getting a bit fraught here in the heavyweights.
The gap between Jamie Desira, our leader, and James Lambton in 2nd is going down, Andrew.
Oh, 19's made a mistake. Carl Mordy's made a mistake. Coming up the hill, this is going to give a chance to the 54.
That's Josh Mitchell. And look at this is Morgan Price.
And something's happened there. I think the 40, a black flag for Ollie Milner. Oh my goodness, it's all kicking off. Ollie Milner's got a penalty, a black flag penalty for an ABC, so that's his race, and that's going to lose him the chance of getting into super final. He was in 10th. In fact, that's going to be on Joe, isn't it?
Now up into the top 10, Andrew, our winner of the B final, Sean Darling.
Well,
who has
what
got
a drive.
through all of this chaos thus far in the race. He's now looking to get into the top 10 and thus the super final.
Yep.
What a drive so far in the last, well, half an hour from Sean Darling.
Jamie Desira leads. James Lambton is closing in though in 2nd place. Kyle Morby holds on to 3rd place. And Sean Briley's having a look at Michael Gibbons for 5th place, and he's going to make it through. Sean Briley through to 5th place now.
Something's happened to James Johnston out there, Andrew. He's just gone down the order.
But all of these guys are looking like they could, if they can keep it pointing in the right direction, will make the super final. And Kyle Morby currently is the guy holding on to that 3rd position. Penalty for the Unicorn, 44, Ben Collins. It's a bump and pass. That's the 4th bump and pass related penalty in this race.
He's running in 17th place, Andrew.
And that's probably going to cost him any chance of getting into the top 10 and the super final. This is so close.
Look at this. Michael Gibbons, the BUKC captain of Birmingham.
Yeah.
With
Morgan Price.
The outgoing president of Birmingham.
Don't take it out, boys.
They're going to want to keep this. Actually, I say that. Michael Gibbons is actually now the vice president, but I won't bore everyone with the politics. I'm trying to remember AGM results whilst the race is going on. Josh Mitchell, you're looking at on your screen.
Just to let people know, the 45 behind them is William Wren, who's a lap down. I also think his number plate is loose.
Morgan Price has got by Michael Gibbons. Michael Gibbons, the 45 that was down a lap. Now, William Wren is not, this is not full position, Andrew.
No. Let him go, Michael. Let him go. Don't quite think Michael's got the pace at this stage of the race, so 3.5 minutes to go.
Well, it's important to...
Let's get that super final done.
It's important to bear in mind, Andrew, that Michael's in the super heavyweights class, and there is a weight difference, obviously, between heavyweights and super heavyweights. The difference is 10 kilos. As there's a black flag again for Ollie Milner.
It's a repeat.
Is it a repeat showing?
Yep.
Okay.
And I think he has just come in for it because it's just disappeared off our screen. Contact warning for the 14 of James Johnston. Contact warning as well for the 39 of Andreas Gutsold. Jamie Desira still leads then, but that gap is still coming down, Howard.
As I said, James Lambton's been steadily working away at this gap. They cross the line now onto a new lap, and the gap is just 0.2 of a second. And as we say that, James Lambton's just set the fastest lap of the race of 53.818 as they head up the hill towards Christmas Corner. Jamie, both of them ducking their heads. Here they are on your screens on the Facebook live stream. Through Christmas Corner, they'll go through the left-hander.
This is more than just getting through to a super final. This is Oxford Brookes versus Oxford Uni. This means a lot to these two. Jamie Desira will so want to win this, given the weekend they've had at the Oxford Brookes team. Down the inside, and that's going to be a move there for James Lambton, and James Lambton takes the lead. With 2 minutes and 15 to play, James Lambton from Oxford has taken the lead on lap 11. But Jamie Desira fires back. Oh, there's contact. There's plenty of contact. And that, well, that's going to be a bumper pass, surely. Oh, now Jamie.
I wouldn't risk that if I was Jamie Desira.
Is that going to cost not just Jamie a podium? It might even cost him a super final place. Because if that comes through as a bump and pass penalty, that's going to be 10 seconds.
Let's wait and see. The heavyweight championship hangs in the balance here. I know we've talked about the super final for the last few laps, but ultimately who wins this race goes home with the heavyweights trophy, come what may, in the super final. Jamie Desira has put, well, until it's called, let's call it robust challenge there for the lead. After this, I reckon we're going to go on to the final lap. As this is Josh Mitchell and Sean Briley. They're having a right old ding-a-dong out there for 4th place. Josh Mitchell still your highest placed super heavy.
1 minute and 10 seconds to go. Jamie Desira leads from James Lambton. There's no penalty on the board, Howard.
There's no final lap thing either, Andrew. They're going to have this in another one because...
Contact warning for the number 46 of Heinrich Watson Miller. What's happening with the super final? It's all changing. Sean Darling is up to 9th place. 10th place is Heinrich Watson Miller, but it's still very close over the super final. Any kind of penalty will change it. Here is your battle for the heavyweights championship, though. I don't think there's going to be a penalty coming through.
No, I think
it would have come through by now.
Yeah, it's been called good, Andrew. It's been called good.
Jamie Desira, can he hold on? Can he get over the disappointment of Friday?
Good run.
It's so close. Can he defend into the boot? He's taking that inside line, and he's going up the inside. James Lambton having a look. This is so close. Can he get the cut back? He can. It's into the last corner. It's into the last corner, and James Lambton's got it. And James Lambton on the final corner.
No, final lap. Now it's the final lap.
Oh, sorry, now it's the final.
They crossed the line with about 57 seconds to go of the race on the last one, so it wasn't the final lap.
Okay, let's go again.
Yeah, that's why. So Jamie sort of gestured to let him through there, I think, because he was aware there was a lot of bumping there and feared the penalty. But now look at him down into Ashby. Is that going to be a run? No, he holds station there. James Lambton goes defensive. Here they go then. Oh no, Jamie
run wide, he's run deep.
Look at the exit, and he's got his nose in front. He's got it. He's got it as he goes into Parker's. He's just going to hold on for the second half of the lap. He acknowledges
there's a lot of yellow flags. There's all sorts going on down there.
There's no yellow into the boot though. This is going to be James Lambton's last chance. They go into the boot.
He's got
through the left, through the right. He has got this unless James Lambton gets an amazing run off there, and he did get a decent one, but I don't think it's going to be enough, Andrew. Jamie Desira is going to be your heavyweights champion of 2017 in the British Universities Karting Championship. What a drive, what a battle. Kudos to James Lambton as well. That was a superb battle, and that's well-deserved, that handshake. Good to see. Good battling, guys. I know there were some robust overtakes, and a lovely handshake to see as well between Carl Morby and Josh Mitchell, who is your super heavyweights champion. as well.
Super heavyweight stays in Scotland. And I'm so happy as well to see Kyle Morby from Oxford Brookes join Jamie on the podium. I know it probably won't completely fill in the void that's missing from the mains on Friday, but they are champions. Period. Jamie Desira, and I think this is his last year because he has been around for quite a while. Jamie Desira is your heavyweight class champion in the BUKC drivers. There he is, the number 7. I'm so pleased for him because he's driven so well all season. It didn't quite happen for them on Friday, but Jamie Desira is, and look at him, look how happy he is.
I'll be honest as well, Andrew, when he did that overtake on James Lambton as well, he did clip a cone. It doesn't count because the cone didn't
fall
drop,
over.
But oh my goodness, it came so close to doing. Anyway, with that incredible race, I think we're going to hand down to the grid. Jacob and Emma, that was an amazing race.
What a final. Jamie Desira, James Lambton, 2 drivers at the top of their game, trading first place over the last couple of laps. Eventually, Jamie Desira took the win. Perhaps a mistake from James going too defensive on the last lap. Jamie nicked it from him on the exit of the corner just up there. Probably best that he won it with that overtake rather than the one through the boot, which was a bit suspect to say the least. But no, good racing from either. A lot of respect for each other. And glad to see Jamie making amends for Brookes not winning the championship. I'm sure he'll be delighted. They are going to be weighed and then they're going to come back for us for an interview. Jamie here. Jamie, go get yourself weighed. Yeah, make sure you win. Then come back here for an interview, mate. That was Jamie. I don't know where James has gone.
Another shout out though. Sean Dorling, who just won the Bs, has also got into the top 10 of this.
Yes.
So he's going into the super finals, which is a very good effort coming from the back of the grid.
A fantastic drive. In fact, let me just tell Josh Mitchell that he has to come back for an interview.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. There he is. Josh. Are you being weighed, you know? Get your helmet off. Handshake there. Josh Mitchell, our super heavyweight champion, in second place, Michael Gibbons. Josh, how does it feel to be super heavyweight champion?
Oh, I can't believe it. I feel quite good that I've continued on for Andy Grant. I won Bandit of the Year 2015, he won it 2016. He obviously won a super heavyweight last year, and now he's done it as well, so very happy.
That's how your race went. You're up in third at one point, I think.
I started third, felt as if the start was quite good. Doesn't got past Gibbons pretty early on. To be honest, I think quite a good car. I think if he would have had a better car, it might have been pretty close between us, but I think that's
It was all you, Josh. Come on now. You're a talented young man.
Thank you, Jacob. I appreciate that, but the car always plays a part. But it was a good race. I enjoyed it.
Last question. Does this make up for losing the Nations Cup?
No comment.
Josh, congratulations again. Thank you. Enjoy your success.
I think we grab Jamie there.
See if we've got Jamie. Has he been weighed? Is James going to show his face as well? I don't know if James want to talk to him. Emma, do you want to take this one?
So, how was that? That was very, very competitive on those last few laps. There was
a bit intense when he caught me up. So I was just looking for him every lap, seeing where he was. Then caught me up towards the end and just had to get back past him as quick as I could. Yeah. So then last lap he made a mistake, ran wide. I just made sure I closed him off. Yeah.
So going into the super finals now, how are you feeling?
Yeah, pretty good. Hoping just finishing the top 10. I'm quite happy with that. I won my class, so.
You had a good weekend then, really?
Nah, Friday was absolutely shocking.
We'll forget Friday. Just the weekend, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, Saturday, Sunday was alright. Yeah.
Well done. Congratulations. We'll see you in the super final later. Right,
we've been unable to find James Lambton. Hopefully we'll grab him in the super final to see what he thought of that. But in the meantime, let's go right on the grid. We have our lightweight E final.
Yeah.
These drivers all gunning for a place in the A's. We have on pole position. I don't recognise the helmet, but let's find out. Excuse me, please. Who do we have here on pole position?
Pardon?
I said, who do we have here on pole position?
Alec.
Did you say again? Yes, I'm asking your name.
Yeah, Alec, yeah.
This has started well. Okay. Is your race going to go better than this interview?
Hopefully, yeah. It can't go much worse, can it? It's an awful start.
Not right now, no. What's the plan? You gonna light some flag, or you gonna have a bit of a hustle and bustle?
Hopefully it'll be nice and clean. I don't really want anyone near me, so try and keep it. Gonna go, yeah.
Just gonna get it. Plymouth are a rookies team. Have you enjoyed the BUKC this year?
Yeah, it's been really good. Yeah, the competition was really good this year. Sorry, obviously pipped it, but it was really good.
Can you make up for that now by winning this race?
Yeah, well, yesterday's race was pretty poor because I went off up there, but hopefully I can finish this one.
Best of luck. Hope to see you on the podium after.
Cheers.
Emma, who's alongside him?
So alongside we've got Matt Arnold. How are you feeling?
Yeah, no, good. Confident.
Confident, yeah. It's been obviously you got to get in the top 4 to get into the A's. Then you feeling you can do that?
Yeah, hopefully. Should have got enough pace. So hopefully.
Have you had a good weekend?
Yeah, not bad. Not bad. A couple of things that went a little bit wrong, but hence why I'm here. But it should be alright.
Did you do mains? Was it?
No, not on Friday. No, no, unfortunately not.
And this is your last year of BUKC?
No, I've got a year and maybe 2 left. So yeah, no, we'll keep going.
Still got a good going then.
Yeah. No,
I mean, it'd be good if you could get into the A's and then maybe even get into the Super Finals. I know that Sean Dorling in the last race, he started off in the Bs, won that, got to the A's and got into Super Finals, so it is possible.
Yeah, no, I'll definitely be looking to do that. As long as we get this one and don't get roofed, then I'm certainly looking forward to it.
Well, good luck. And I think we're going over. Jacob has Tom Jones.
Here we have the most handsome man in the BUKC, Cardiff's Tom Jones. Tom, can you win this race?
Yeah.
Straight yes. Ben, can Tom win this race?
Yeah.
How confident are we in the Cardiff camp? Like, 2 straight yeses. Tom, what's the plan?
Well, fire him off on the first corner. Yeah. And then he's going off at Christmas, and after that, mate, just defend the whole way. No issues.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah, I've already paid off the race control boys, so happy days, like.
So JV a quick tenner.
Yeah, can see the finish line from here.
Ben, you've been on crowd control for Tom's fan club. How tough is it holding back 50 women?
It's not possible. There's just too many to keep control of, so some slip through.
It's tough, isn't it? I've been on that job before. But yeah, Tom, thanks for talking to us.
He's gone already, see?
Yeah,
Fucking
he's heard.
scared, mate.
He's heard what you said. Please no swearing. We are live on Facebook. But yes, we're about to get. Tom, have a good race.
Cheers, mate.
Okay. Not quite sure what's happened to our pole man.
I think there's a little problem with the cart there, so we've just swapped it. And he's been kind of coming out of the pits, I believe.
We should probably step out of the way then. Okay, we're going to have the commentary team, my arch nemesis, Howard Mitchell, and my good friend, Andrew Mather.
Thank you down on the grid. Well, we've been treated to some fantastic finals so far. Let's have a look at your grid for the B final of the lightweights. On pole will be Alex Sobas, and he will have Matthew Arnold alongside. Tom Jones of Cardiff will start 3rd with Jack Linus 4th. 5th is Luke Baker-Smith, and Andreas Demetradis will start 6th. The 4th row of the grid will be Martin Madshak and Abu Suhail. Liam Kearns and Brooke Harris will round out the top 10. Scott Thornton and Ben Goodwin, they'll be on row 6 of the grid, trying to move up into the top 10. And Andrew Marshall and Sam Wrighton will make up row 7. James Burt, has to be said, winner of Bandit of the Year.
Oh yes.
But he'll be hoping for a clean one here to move up the field, starting 15th with Mark Johnson, Kevin Tanswell and Robert Starley start 17th and 18th respectively. Then it's Sam Markovic and Joshua Brent to round out your top 20. I'm going to see if we're good for a start. We are indeed. So we look to the lights. And they've not gone green again. So that's another full start.
Go over the grid again.
Heavyweights again that's happened in.
Yeah.
Sorry,
no, lights.
Sorry, yes, this is now the lights, of course. Right, let's talk about the grid again. So we were with Josh Brent at 20th, Dan White starts 21st. Ian Hodgkiss starts 22nd. Also having just practiced accelerating and then coming to a stop is Andrew Ryder in 23rd and Ben Simpson in 24th. Lewis Nicholson, the other half of Oxford's fantastically successful endurance pairing this year of Callum Hughes and himself, starts 25th. Hirsch Reddy starts 26th, and then it's Sam Baxter and Gil Martins 27th and 28th. The top 30 is rounded out by Wilson Woon and Mackenzie Shepherd. Mackenzie will be looking for a good race. He's had a frustrating couple of days, actually. As I said earlier, if he had no bad luck, he'd have no luck at all. So hopefully this one could go a bit better for Mackenzie. Andrew Hunt starts 31st, and Alok Kaskam will be 32nd. And then on the final row of the grid, Alistair Roy and Patrick Arsiuch. Well, that allowed us to go through the full grid. So in that sense, it was nice of them to do that for us. Thank you.
Nice showing Nicky there.
Nobody fell off, of course, because it wasn't really a start. So I think we're going to be good for a start right away here. Indeed we are. So now we look to the lights. Will they go green? They will. And we're away in the B final of the lightweights class. And it's a good start already for Matthew Arnold. I think he's taken the lead from the pole sitter. Do they get through cleanly? They do. So it's Matthew Arnold leading the pack up to Christmas corner. The 61 of Alex Sobas, our pole sitter, is still in second. Taking the normal racing line through Christmas did Alec. There's some people wide in the back, but on the whole, it's looking pretty clean. I can see 2 carts off, but it's Matthew Arnold who leads as they go through the mid-section of the lap for the first time. There's the 31 of Jack Linus, now challenging Alex Sobas for second place as they go onto the back stretch. Andreas Dimitriadis, I think, has got past Luke Baker-Smith as Jack Linus is up the inside of Alex Sobas as they finish the lap. But will Alex Sobas have a response here? The 61 plate on his car is loose. He thought better of it through the last corner. So as they cross the line at the end of the first lap, and there's a penalty. Penalty for Matthew Arnold for a jump start. I said he got him through the first and second corner. He waved his hand at the board as if to say, really? So that's it for Matthew Arnold, pretty much. That's going to be, well, he's going to have to work amazingly hard.
There's another one as well.
There's a penalty for jump start for Andrew Hunt as well. So some drivers were very keen. Maybe just a bit more tension amongst the field there after that full start. The adrenaline building, and some drivers were a bit too eager with the right foot. So Matthew Arnold's your leader on the road, but in reality Jack Linus now leads ahead of Alex Sobas. Andreas Dimitriadis did indeed get past, he and Luke Baker-Smith both got past Tom Jones, Brooke Harris, Joshua Brent, Kevin Tanswell and Liam Kearns round out your top 10. Bear in mind, we're not talking about super final for the top 10 in this one because it's the B final. We're talking about getting promoted to the A, and that is bestowed upon the top 4. Jack Linus, your effective leader, has taken the fastest lap of the race, 55.383. As there's a black flag for Ben Goodwin in the number 27 for advantage by contact, and somebody's dropping down the order as well.
Keep an eye on that, Howard. I'll take over on this. The 61 number plate's still loose.
Scott Thornton's down 13 places, Andrew, so I think he's off somewhere.
I always, Dimitriadis has a bit of a moment there and has lost positions to the 35 and the 9. That's Luke Baker-Smith and Tom Jones. No, not that Tom Jones, but he is Welsh from Cardiff. Contact warning for 55 of Liam Kearns. Just going back to that start, Howard, I did notice towards the back, I think a lot of drivers had forgotten JV's briefing this morning to say don't break the tram lines. I reckon that's where Andrew Hunt's penalties come from.
That's true, and you do wonder, I don't know if maybe when it's like that, they say, right, we're not green, you're going to make the lights green.
Contact warning for the 29 of Andrew Hunt, that's now 2. Not the best of races.
Andreas Dimitriadis has dropped down from 4th in that last lap, Andrew. Luke Baker-Smith and Tom Jones have both got past him. So it is Luke Baker-Smith and Tom Jones. Well, it's Luke Baker-Smith in 4th and critically getting through to the A final as it stands at the moment. Although it has to be said, with Matthew Arnold's penalty, actually Tom Jones is in a net 4th here because the gap is quite small between the leaders. There is your leader on the road, Matthew Arnold, but he has been given a penalty for a jumped start. And it is Jack Linus behind him, your effective leader. There's the number 9 of Tom Jones. This is the battle with himself and Andreas Demetridis.
Penalty now for the number 15 of Andrew Marshall. So that's going to knock him out of the running. Where is Marshall at the moment? He's currently down in 23rd. And I don't think that number plate's going to fall off the 61 because it's got the bobby pin on the top of it secured. But yeah, a little bit strange there from the Plymouth driver. And where that's gone for the rest. Anyway, no penalty at the moment for it. The 35 challenging though, Luke Baker-Smith. Remember, the top 4 go through to the lightweights A final. And I think was there a yellow flag out there? It's yes, there was, but it's now been pulled back in. Didn't quite see what it was for. Matthew Arnold leads, but has a penalty. Jack Linus having a really good race here and has just set the fastest lap of the race at 54.480. The Huddersfield driver has been in the A and B teams this year. Alex Sobas 3rd, Luke Baker-Smith 4th, and currently holding the key place. Although actually it's probably Tom Jones holding the key place because Matthew Arnold has his penalty. Andreas Demetridis from Bath isn't out of this. Brooke Harris is there. Here's the 64, this is your leader. Jack Linus there in the black and blue striped helmet, the 31. I do like Jack's helmet design, nice and simple. Clear to see and easy to remember. A commentator's best friend. Over the line then. This will be lap 8. No, sorry, lap 7. So it'll be a strange one this for Matthew Arnold. My colleague's actually checking how much the penalty is worth. We reckon it might be something up towards 30 seconds. So knowing he's got that penalty, so he won't be winning this race, and at the moment won't be qualifying through to the A final. Good move there. 35 looking down the inside of the 61. This is Alex Sobas and Luke Baker-Smith fighting over a place in the A final. Tom Jones wants a piece of the action as well. And up the inside goes Jones into Chapman, side pod to side pod, and I can hear some hooping and hollowing outside. I think that's the Cardiff team liking that. Oh, big shunt push there. What was that about? From Alex Demetridis. Sorry, Andreas Demetridis. Hope that wasn't deliberate. Especially when at the moment it's actually, yeah, it's still, I reckon, the position that's going to be going into the A final. 6 minutes and 40 seconds gone in this 12 minutes B final. You're watching the BUKC Facebook live stream organised by the Northampton Karting League and the BUKC. Andrew Mather and Howard Mitchell with you in the commentary box. Been a glorious weekend of racing here at Whilton Mill. If you've missed any of the streams, don't worry, they're all available on the BUKC Facebook page to catch up with. There's been plenty to catch up with this weekend if you've missed the first 2 days. Back to this race though, Matthew Arnold. Howard, do you have an answer to how much his penalty is going to be?
Well, Matthew Arnold, the only reference I can find to jump starting is Rule 10.2.5. Any driver gaining positions prior to the start of the race, i.e. jump starting, will be penalised with a 10-second time penalty at the end of the race per grid row gained. Now, that rule is encompassing 2 situations, really, because it's also talking about drivers starting out of position deliberately, and so getting into the wrong position on the grid during rolling up. Now, that's not the case with Matthew. He did start from the position he was supposed to, but he jumped the start. My understanding, therefore, would be that it counted as 1 row, and therefore it will be a 10-second penalty. So, that's the penalty that we think will be applied to Matthew Arnold. That still, as it stands at the moment, puts him well out of the top 5 because of how close the battle is for 3rd place. And you know what? Jack Linus is closing the gap on him. It's down 4/10 on that last lap as they're heading up the hill. There is a cart in between them that's a lap down. So I don't think Jack Linus is about to make a pass. You can see them here though on your Facebook live stream through Ashby. And then comes the battle for third, the 61, the 9, the 35, and the 24, and the 49, and the 3. Everyone in the top 10 actually. So it's Alex Sobas, Tom Jones, Luke Baker-Smith, Andreas Dimitridis. Jack Linus is getting held up by this back marker actually. He's losing time here to Matthew Arnold. I mean, in a way, Andrew, so long as you can keep within 10 seconds of Matthew Arnold, he has the win.
It is 10 seconds. Sean Arnold's penalty earlier in the day, for the same reason, was 10 seconds.
Yeah, so there we are. Right, so actually, well, this is interesting. Well, Matthew Arnold needs 10 seconds. The win, unless Jack Linus, who's just had a contact warning, unless Jack Linus, I think he's getting frustrated behind this this back marker, Andrew. And actually, it is allowing Matthew Arnold. He's now pulled out a few further kart lengths. It's still as you were in the battle for third. Really good battle going on this. Alex Sobas still at the head of this. So it's Alex Sobas, Tom Jones, and Luke Baker-Smith in fifth, net fourth at the moment. But the gap between the top two and Alex Sobas in third is growing. If that gets out to more than, well, it won't have to be 10 seconds actually. If that gets out to more than 8 seconds, then with the sort of smaller gaps that are between Matthew Arnold and Jack Linus on the track and Alex Herbst and Tom Jones, that would mean that Luke Baker-Smith would be out of the top four. He won't be aware of this level of detail. He won't know necessarily that Matthew Arnold has a penalty. In fact, Matthew Arnold won't know the nature of the penalty. That's a key thing to mention. He just knows he has a penalty. He doesn't know, well, he'll know if it's, he'll have to assume it's 10 seconds because it didn't say cone.
Oh, there's something going on outside.
Hollering outside.
And it didn't sound happy.
No, they're looking happy.
Oh, okay.
No one's off. There is quite a battle, though, going through the top of the hill. Not sure what position that one's over.
1 minute to go then in this one. Here's Matthew Arnold in the 64, but we know he's got a 10-second penalty. Jack Linus, 1.4 seconds behind, so he can just track him now and take the win. That'd be a good one for Jack. Alex Sobas, he looks like he's going to get through as well. There's the 25, he's a lap down. Penalty for the number 34, Alok Katakam.
5 seconds.
5 seconds indeed. 25 is a lap down, I think.
Yeah, it is.
Who is it indeed? Let's give him a shout out. It's Scott Thornton. Oh, so Scott's not had a good race. Matthew Arnold still leads then. As looking down the inside now, I think this is this the fight around the outskirts of the way into the A final?
This is ultimately yes, Andrew,
top
though there's
10.
been a slight gap opened out between Luke Baker-Smith and Andreas Dimitridis. That's actually the battle more for sort of 7th, 8th place at the moment. If they get up the road enough, though, obviously that then becomes that. Matthew Arnold holds your fastest lap of the race, 54.010.
Sam Wrighton's in there from Kingston.
Looking to Jack Linus has now got traffic again between himself and Matthew Arnold. In fact, he's still got the same traffic. Was it Scott Thornton we said was the traffic?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, Scott's not no slouch out there, is he? Has he just been involved in an incident and he's proving difficult traffic? And yeah, in many ways for Jack, he need only stay. He could stay behind Scott all race and he would get through to the A final. So in that sense, he's laughing. Kevin Tanswell has just got past Andreas Dimitridis. This is in that really packed battle in the top 10. That battle between those two in particular has opened up the gap, though. Kevin Tanswell is now 2 seconds or so behind. And Andrew, that was the end of the race.
Okay. Well, Matthew Arnold across the line on the lead, but we reckon that's going to go to Jack Linus. Alex Sobas is third. Luke Baker-Smith fourth. Tom Jones, I reckon, has just made... Oh, no! Oh, they're going to miss out. If Matthew Arnold's penalty is 10 seconds, he finishes fourth, and Tom Jones will miss the A final by 1/10 of a second. And I bet that was because they were fighting with one another. Well.
Absolutely right, Andrew.
How about that? Matthew Arnold, little dab there from the 13th. Wilson from Birmingham. Matthew Arnold will I reckon be fourth unless the penalty is more than 10 seconds. Jack Linus wins the race. He's through to the A final. Alex Sobas second, Luke Baker-Smith third, and Matthew Arnold fourth. Tom Jones fifth, Andreas Demetradis sixth, Kevin Tansley seventh, Andrew Hunt eighth, Joshua Brent ninth, and Brooke Harris your top 10.
I believe Jacob and Emma are ready down on the grid, so let's get the thoughts ahead of the lightweights A final.
Okay, although Ollie Milner crossed the line first due to a penalty from a jump start, that race was won by driver number 31, Jack Linus. Both, well, I say both. I know Jack will be going through to the A final, but I am not sure if Ollie will. According to JV's announcement, I think Ollie Milner stays at the top of the grid at least. Certainly not ahead of Mr. Linus, but he's made it into the A final. Congratulations to him. And Jack is about to come back here. Jack, are you getting weighed? Yeah, afterwards, yeah? Jack will be back with us momentarily. But for now,
Jones behind you, maybe?
I think he might be getting weighed as well, or at least not too happy to miss out on the A final. While we wait, I'll give a special thanks to everyone on Twitter who's got the hashtag Justice for Jacob and Let Him Race trending. Unfortunately, as you can see, I have changed clothes and will not be allowed out in the super final. I have been teamed far too good to do that. Too many sick overtakes in my heats, and they just can't handle anymore. That's all true. Didn't make any of it up, and yes, those really are trending on Twitter. Anyway, enough of that. Jack, second out on track, but first in the standings. How do you feel?
I was a bit surprised, to be honest, to get that. Like, Matt got a penalty at the start. I'm not really sure what for. I just followed him the whole race, and we just sort of seemed to gap everyone. Yeah.
Do I need to wait? Yes, you do.
Yeah, so we just sort of seemed to pull away from everyone else, and yeah, just had a pretty easy race from then on.
Ever Huddersfield 1-2? Where was this form all year?
Oh no, it was Sean's brother. So he's from Leeds Beckett. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. It's just happy days.
You're promoted to the A final, of course. What can you do from the back?
Have fun. I think that's the biggest thing, because I'm not sure if I get through to the super final from row 16.
Well, the winner of our heavyweights did it, so can you match that?
I'll try. Yeah, I'll try.
You better.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, no pressure.
No, seriously. I'm not asking, I'm telling.
Thanks.
That's a yes, sir.
That's a yes. I'll get to the front. I'll gap everyone. Lap ahead.
Good man. Jack, enjoy yourself. Emma, should we go to the front of the grid?
Yeah, let's go see.
After you.
It's the
Ladies
final
first.
heat, the final before the super final. So at the front of the grid, I think we have Jess, who's feeling pretty confident, I believe. I've had a word with her before. Sorry, I'm going to get on the cart. How are we feeling, Jess?
Yeah, all right. Yeah, we'll just see what happens. I've won everything else I've done this weekend. I don't see any reason why I can't win this one as well. Although it's going to be a bit tougher than all the other ones with a lot of quick people behind me. So
You have to be defending.
I'm hoping to have enough of a gap after the start that I don't have to bother. But yeah, we just need to see how it goes.
We'll see.
It all depends. It's the first two corners and then the top of the hill. If they go well, then we play it after that. But we've just got to see what happens at the start.
You've had a really good weekend, really. All results have been pretty good. So you happy? Enjoyed yourself?
I'll answer that question after this race.
It might change.
Right. But it's been a good weekend up until now. So
it may all change. All right, well, good luck, Jess. Right, we'll see who Jacob's got.
We have an all-female front row. How about that for our lightweight final? Rihanna, can you beat Jess?
We'll see.
Are you confident?
That was my main aim, so I even got it in the description. That was my aim.
You won Overtake of the Year. Would the icing on the cake be the lightweight championship?
Yeah, it'd be amazing.
And can you compete in the super final?
Yeah, I need to get top 10 first.
I'm sure you can do it. Will you perform better in this race than you did in our drinking games on Friday night?
Hopefully, yeah.
It was a valiant effort. But yes, unfortunately, Rihanna lost out to Bertie in what we called the three halves. A half of lager, a half of cider, and a
I ran away from that.
yeah. Probably wise, if looking at the state of Bertie yesterday, he said he threw up 5 times. So I'm guessing you were a bit better. Or maybe not. Okay, Rihanna, good luck for the race.
Thank you.
Let's go see who's further back. Anyone
Ooh,
interested?
Bit of your favourite of yours, isn't it,
Oh,
Jacob?
yes. My hot pick for the day. In fact, alongside Ollie, come crouch down by here. Rob, Ollie, which one are you going to win? Rob, you?
Yeah.
Ollie, you?
We'll leave it to the track to decide.
Rob is way more confident. I'm going with Rob. I'm sorry, Ollie, you've dropped off my top 10 list. What's the plan from this road, boys?
Just get a clean start and try and outpace everyone.
Ollie?
Yeah, effectively the same. I mean, the key is to obviously top 10 for the super final, but a nice top 5 or a top 3 would certainly be a bonus.
I want a good, clean fight. Speak to you both after the race. Emma, who else have we got?
So another row back. Another Birmingham driver here. How you feeling?
Yeah, really excited. Yeah, really excited. I haven't been this high up for basically all the year, so I'm going to try my best.
Yeah, definitely. You want to make the super final and then, do well again.
Of course, yeah. Definitely.
What are your tactics?
Tactics, follow Basie Fisher. I do what he does and hopefully it will work out.
That's a good idea. That's a good tactic. Good luck. Right, over the other side.
Quick word, Mark. Success for Scotland in the super heavyweight lightweights as well.
That's the plan. That's the plan.
That's the plan. Fantastic. Have a good one. Okay. That's the grid. We're now going to hand back to the commentators. The one that I don't like, Howard Mitchell, and the one that I do, Andrew Math.
Welcome back to the comms box. Thank you, Emma and Jacob down on the grid. Breathe. Breathe, 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 because in the next 15 minutes we're not going to have much chance to do that.
No, this is, I think, Andrew, these next two races, we've already had two amazing A finals. This is going to be another one. And then we've got the super final. The drivers, don't worry, they're just having a few laps of practice now.
Not even going to try and count how many wins we have on this grid.
We have a lot of race winners on this grid.
So hopefully we'll get a grid coming up any moment now.
We do. Off you go, mate.
It's the BUKC 2017 Drivers' Championship. We're heading into race 18 today on this Sunday. This is your lightweight final. On pole position, the reigning, defending champion, Jessica Alexander. Alongside her on the front row, it's Birmingham's Rihanna Percox. Row 2, Callum Hughes, multiple race winner this season for Oxford. Alongside him on row 2 is Josh Watts. Row 3, male driver of the year, Reading's Oliver Basie Fisher. And the man who's almost unbeatable round Whilton Mill, Robert Newman. Row 4, Birmingham's Simon Morton, having a brilliant first season, and Mark Cuthbert flying the flag for Scotland. Row 5, another Scotsman, Scott Beattie from Heriot's Watt and Hertfordshire's Sam Spinale. Row 6, Warwick's Sam Cobb. Alongside him on that row is Sheffield's Benjamin Topless. Row 7, Taylor Adams. He's won races this year for the University of Wales Trinity St David. Tom Seddon, he's had podiums this year for Nottingham. Row 8, Alistair Irvine of Warwick and Lewis Bickers, who finished on the podium in this class last year for Nottingham. Row 9, Thomas Constance, also known as Father Christmas. He starts P17 and it's Nottingham's Dan Barber in 18th. Row 10 at 19th on the grid, it's Alistair Mallard. 20th is Plymouth and the Plymouth driver Gavin Pitt. Row 11, Southampton's Rory Gills, who's done some fantastic stuff this year for them. Sean Arnold 22nd. Gareth Haynes from Oxford Brooks is 23rd and Sam Nash 24th. 25th is Joseph Jacks. 26th says Ben Jarrett, but I don't think it is Ben Jarrett.
It is.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well done, mate. 14th row, Callum McKechnie from Nottingham, sorry. Adrian Porter for the 28th grid slot. Loughborough are one of our new champions. Oliver Wedden starts from 29th and Matt Slight from the University of Wales Trinity St David 30th. Sorry, Ben. That's amazing you've got through.
Rob Newman, Andrew, pulled into the pits
For a
after the
kart
first
change.
lap of practice for a kart change. He wasn't happy with something. He's back out on track now.
We should say as well who our drivers are, confirmed through from the B final.
Oh yes, indeed.
So 31st on the grid is Jack Linus, 32nd on the grid is Alex Sobas, 33rd Matthew Arnold, and 34th Luke Baker-Smith. Well, this is going to be an absolutely pulsating race. I'm not even going to have a guess of how many BUKC race wins are on that grid. I reckon at least over 25 this last couple of years.
Yeah, that grid was like a who's who of who's been winning races this year, hasn't it? Or wasn't it, Andrew? That was... How's your voice, mate? Nearly 3 days in.
I'm hoping it's got 2 races left in it, but I'm not sure.
Right. This is going to be good. Crowds are moving to the fences for this one. I think we're going to get one last beautiful shot from James on the camera.
Don't anybody hit him.
Yeah, I hope everyone's in grid position.
Rob, don't hit him.
Yeah, no. That's Rob taking his position, having
Joseph,
changed
don't
kart.
hit
So
him.
something was up with the kart for Rob, and he thought better to go into the pits and change.
Thumbs up from the 35 there.
I think we're going to be good for a start here, Andrew.
Hold your horses. This is going to be 12 of the greatest racing minutes you've seen in the BUKC this season. On the right of your picture, it's Rihanna Percox. On the left of your picture, it's Jess Alexander. It's red, it's green, and the lightweight A final is go. And straight into the lead goes Jess Alexander. Are they all going to get through the first few corners? I know I always say that, but I think they are this time. Good, clean starts by the lightweights.
Rob Newman's got Callum Hughes, Andrew, already as they head up to Christmas.
Round through Christmas. Still everybody there. That's probably the best start we've had all day, but Jess Alexander leads from Rihanna Percox.
Oh, we've got people off on the grass, but I think they're all going to keep it going.
Oh, and contact there between... Oh, no, Rihanna's gone! Oh, no, Rihanna has
Simon
Simon's
Morton's
gone as well!
Both Birmingham drivers have fallen out of the top 10. That's a disaster for the Birmingham squad.
And Oliver Basie-Fisher now fighting with Josh Watts there. Callum Hughes is involved. And now, look what this has done. Jess Alexander's away. She's gone.
The Birmingham lot outside, Andrew,
are
look so
absolutely
dejected.
gutted.
That's heart-wrenching for them. Obviously, we talk about how it's every driver for themselves, but obviously support within each and every karting club for the drivers within those clubs. As Rob Newman here is having a look at Josh Watts up the hill.
Rihanna Percox,
looks like he's got it done.
Rihanna Percox, Simon Morton, Alistair Mallard, Gavin Pitt, Rory Gills, Ben Jarrett, all gone. All 3 Birmingham drivers gone. Oh, come on. Black flag. Oh, my goodness me.
That's
Black
big.
flag. Number 11, Callum
Advantage by
Hughes.
contact, so that would presumably be for whatever happened with Rihanna. As who's this going side by side through
Sam
Parkers?
Spinale, the 39. Well, drama early on in the lightweight final, and already some of our favourites have gone. And Callum Hughes is going up the inside of Oliver Basie-Fisher.
Rob Newman, watch out for Rob Newman. He's going to get good drive off the corner. He's alongside Oliver Basie-Fisher.
And he's going to get up the inside, and Oliver's not happy about that. And black flag, yep, there it is on the screen. And a penalty now for Adrian Porter. Who's that falling through the order that I could see? Is there a name falling through? No, I don't think so. Oliver Wedden's not had a good start. He's down in 28th. Jess Alexander already has a 2.5 second lead, and that's going to grow. Taylor Adams is coming through. There's a black flag for the number 17 now.
That's Adrian Porter. Advantage by contact. Oh, that's tasty into Ashby.
Oh,
someone's off.
Mark Cuthbert's off.
Yeah. He's managed to keep it going, though.
And up the inside, Lewis Bickers looking at Sam Spinale. It's Sam. Oh, and Sam's hit the cone. Sam's hit the plastic bollard. He was forced out there by Lewis Bickers, but that's going to be a penalty for somebody. Meanwhile, end of lap 3. Jess Alexander has gone up the road. This is not the first time we've said this season. And Callum Hughes has not pitted for that black flag, Howard.
No.
Not yet, anyway. No. Penalty, Gareth Haynes, number 23. Here's the number 32, Dan Barber. This is for the outskirts of the top 10. And did Sam Spinale just get past both of them there?
I think
he did. What a move that was.
I know this is a very active and serious race, but Father Christmas just got up to 17th on that last lap.
All right.
Good job from Thomas Constant. It's nice to have It's nice to have fancy dress even up here in the A final. I'm loving that. This is Tom Seddon looking at the back of Sam Cobb.
This is
Nottingham looking at the back of Warwick.
This is getting into the super final, folks.
Yeah.
This battle right here.
Absolutely.
Look at Tom Seddon. Look at Tom Seddon in the 21. Joseph Jacks is now trying to come through in the 56. This is brilliant.
Dan Barber's been squeezed out of the top 10 on that lap.
Callum Hughes has got his black flag again.
Yeah, he's going to have to come in.
He's going to have to make the pit stop. And up the inside goes to 33. That's Sam Cobb. That's Sam Cobb and Dan Barber.
Yeah, and Dan Barber and Tom Seddon in close company here.
And Joseph Jacks is coming through.
They're both not of the Nottingham stable, of course, Seddon and Barber. Callum Hughes actually has the fastest lap of the race with a 53.353, but it'll count for naught if he's ignoring a black flag. I tell you what, though, Andrew.
And Joseph Jacks is now up the inside of Tom Seddon. This is all crucial for the super final. They're all tripping over one another. Sam Cobb's got a bad run and has been swamped. He's been absolutely... Look at Joseph. He's flying through. He's absolutely flown through all of that, and I think he's gained about 4 positions in 3 corners.
At the front, Andrew, Callum Hughes has got a run on Jess Alexander into Christmas corner. Here
Jess,
it is.
let him go. Let him go.
He's got a black flag, Andrew. He's got to serve the black flag, but he's been catching up to Jess Alexander steadily, and Rob Newman has kept with him. Jess Alexander, who's had phenomenal pace in every single session she's been in all weekend. I'm not sure I've seen anyone overtake her, actually, but ironically, it's happened by someone who shouldn't be there to overtake her because Callum Hughes needs to go into the pits. I understand that it is gutting.
But he's not.
But he's got to
you
do
can
it.
see the Club 100 staff
yeah,
there.
He's got to pull in here, Andrew.
And
he does.
I'm getting a weird, strange feeling of deja vu. We're at Whilton Mill. We've got 2 leaders, and they're Jess Alexander and Rob Newman.
Yes.
I can't. I've actually literally lost count of how many times we've seen this.
Yeah.
We saw it at least twice during the qualifiers back in November.
Yeah. Rob Newman is still undefeated at this
Sort
circuit.
of.
Well, yes.
He didn't win his second heat, but he had to start from the back.
Yeah,
so I'm going to give him that one.
He did win the heat. Yeah, but he got up to 5th or 6th. He did really well nonetheless.
Well, now we've got a race
Yeah.
on. Jess Alexander had a 2.5 second lead not that long ago. And that gap is not 2.5 seconds, it's about 2.5 feet now.
If you want another name drop as well of a big name on circuit, Oliver Basie Fisher is up
He's
to
up to
third
third.
now. He's not going to hang about either. He's in relatively clean air, and he's going to start to up the pace.
Oh, there's some people off at the boots, Howard. I don't know if you can check on who those guys might be. We're only halfway through this lightweight A final, and we've still got the super final to come, but here are your 2 leaders. Jess Alexander in the 20 from Strathclyde University. Robert Newman in the number 8 from Sheffield University. Has Rob got the straight line speed? Not that time. Jess is braking so late. You can see the back of the car dancing around. This is probably one of the toughest races for both these drivers that they've had all year. You can see a flash of Oliver Basie Fisher and his red and white helmet and the black suit in the background. He's still holding well in 3rd. Don't count him out of this. Still plenty of time to go. Josh Watch still there in 4th. Scott Beattie having a hell of a run up in 5th place. Taylor Adams 6th.
Luke Baker-Smith was your spinner at the boot, Andrew. It was a really good B final for Luke.
And up the inside, Howard. And is Newman going to hold on to it? They're side by side going towards last corner, and Newman leads.
What a pass.
Newman leads at Whilton Mill again. And now can he pull away from Jess Alexander? This is for the lightweight championship in the BUKC for 2017, but is Jess going to have the slipstream now up to Christmas corner? Don't worry about the 63. They're a lap down. This is brilliant, Howard. I know we keep saying this, but the BUKC never fails to deliver.
We are looking at 2 of the best
And up the
drivers of
inside,
the season. Look at
Jess
this.
is going for it. There's contact between Jess and Rob. And there's a little bit more contact and Rob's held on. How on earth has Rob held on to that position?
Jess really, I mean, it goes without saying, but seriously, defending the championship from last year, Jess really wants this one, Andrew. She really, she was out practicing last night. There was a practice session.
Oliver Basie Fisher is catching them.
He is.
There he is, the number 18. Here's your battle for 4th. Back to the leaders now, up towards Christmas. just over 3.5 minutes to go. Shrimping there. The number 8 is Jess. Jess has a think about it, looking down the inside. This is
Scott
for 4th.
Beattie and Scott Beattie and Josh Watts competing.
Scott Beattie up to 4th, doing really well as the Harriet Watt driver. Basie Fisher is definitely closing, and if these two start tripping over one another, he's gonna pull it back in.
He is. He has to clear the 63 first, though, as traffic, Andrew, and that's Gavin Pitt. No
And
slouch.
he is not
Absolutely
slow at all.
no slouch.
He got into the super final last year. Talking super final.
As a track limit warning for Callum Hughes as well. The race goes from bad to worse for him. He's already out of it with the black flag, of course, but insult to injury in many ways.
Currently your super final qualifiers are Newman, Alexander, Basie Fisher, Watts, Beattie, Adams, Bickers, Spinale, Jacks and Barber.
Indeed, Andrew, but well, the gaps are
Jess
so
has got to
small.
run here. Jess has got to run.
Thinks better of it.
Goodness, they're braking so
They are.
late.
They really are. As this look, Josh
And Watts
Watson
fighting back.
Beattie again up through Christmas corner, but the gaps competing for Sam Spinell holds 8th, and then it's mere 10th separating everybody down to 24th.
And up the inside, Jess Alexander's gone for the lead, and she's got the lead back.
What a move.
She's got the lead back into Parker's, and there's 2 minutes to go. Callum Hughes has got a cone penalty. That's just a time one. Gavin Pitt has got the best seat in the house in the 63.
He has. I do have to say, though, in the interest of the competition here, Andrew, I do hope Gavin Pitt holds station there. I know that's easier said than done, but he is off the lead lap.
And Jess Alexander has got a bit of a gap now. That was an awesome last lap from the number 20 driver. Up the hill now, 2 minutes in this lightweight class A final to go. Look at the slipstream though.
Yeah, Rob's
Look at the
quick.
effect. And he's dived up the inside. He's gone for it. And that's a brilliant
What a move.
overtake.
This is insane. And back, further back, Scott Beattie and Josh Watts still going at it hammer and tongs over 3rd place. Will Alexander try anything on Newman through Ashby? No, but she was rapid. She tried to pass here last time on the last lap. It's not on there. What about Chapman's? You can go for a lunge there. Again, not on.
Contact warning for the number 50, Alistair Irvine, a little bit further down the order in 21st position. Newman defending. Newman defending so hard here. These two have given us so much entertainment this year. Jess looking for that tighter line through the boot. Can't make it this time. Round the corner. There's
goes
2
wide.
laps. That's very wide. Careful, Jess. You don't want to pick up a penalty for track limits now. 2 laps to go in the lightweight A final here at Whilton Mill. It's the BUKC Drivers' Championship for 2017. And Rob's got a bit of a gap now. It's not much, but it's just enough to stop Jess thinking about a deep lunge into whatever braking zone is next. Look how hard they're pushing, Howard. There's curb warnings everywhere, contact warnings everywhere, but we're focusing on this battle for the lead.
Right on the limit. It's going to be this lap that they're on now and one more, Andrew. This has been a phenomenal victory. Phenomenal bid for victory here by both of these two drivers. Who is going to have the lightweight championship title? They're both, provided nothing terrible happens here, going to go through to the super final. Here they come onto the last lap of the race.
It's the final lap of the lightweight ace final. I keep nearly calling it the super final because that's what the kind of race it's been. This has been brilliant. Rob Newman now. Jess Alexander's got a run. She's got a good run. But no, Rob Newman's going to keep it ahead. There's your 3rd place man, Oliver Basie Fisher. There's literally corners to go. There's about 500 metres to go in this final. No, not that time. Both of these drivers deserve to win this final, but only one of them can do. Rob Newman into Parker's now. Can he do it? And no, on the inside, there's contact between the two of them. It's just Alexander in, no, not in the lead.
Side by
They're
side.
going to go into the boot, side by side. I can't believe this. How does Jess is in the lead?
Can Rob Newman do anything about it? There's just 2 more corners left. He's got a good drive off
Rob's
the corner,
up the
Andrew.
inside. Rob's up the inside. Can he do it? No, he can't. Jess Alexander is going to retain the lightweight sprint championship in the BUKC. What a race. Jess Alexander wins by 0.33 of a second, and Rob Newman finishes 2nd. And there's a point to going through the cut through. Rob Newman has been defeated at Whilton Mill in a straight race for the first time in, I think, 3 years. Oh my goodness, Howard.
Do you know what? I'm just going to say, I'm laughing because just after all of that, on the final lap, there was an incredible battle going between Rudolph and Father Christmas.
Oh,
through the
brilliant.
boot. Father Christmas came out on top. We're going to hand down to Jacob and Emma on the grid to get the thoughts and emotions down there after an incredible battle out on track.
Close race. Jess and Rob Newman, toe to toe, bumper to bumper. The winner, Emma, I believe is Jess. Commiserations to Rob Newman, but congratulations to Jess. I believe they're getting weighed. Get yourselves weighed and come back for an interview. Third place, Ollie Basie Fisher. I believe he'll be getting weighed as well. Several closers. Get weighed, come back. We'll have all three of them back for an interview. Perhaps at the same time. Should we just do all three?
Have a little chat about what went on.
Heard of, but you know, we'll do it. Hopefully they've all been weighed. Jess is coming now. Just a quick hug from a friend. Rob's having a quick chat with his mates as well. Time is of the essence, guys. Come on.
I know they don't realise we are waiting for them. Everyone on the live stream wants to know.
After this, we'll be going into the super final. Top 10 drivers from the lightweights, heavyweights, and grads will be out there battling out to see who is the best of the best. Expect to see plenty of action in that one. It is always a good watch. Do not adjust your Facebook. Jess and Rob quickly having a chat behind us there. Perhaps agreeing on what they might say. Jess, Rob. No, a quick slap for whoever that is from Jess. And a quick chat with whoever that is. I really should recognise more people.
Here we go, here we go.
But here's Jess and Rob. Come on, both of you in the shot. Rob, Ollie's on his way over as well. Guys, great battle.
Yeah.
Jess, how do you feel?
Do you know, I don't even know what's just happened. Like, that was one of the best races I've had all year. Yeah, props to Rob for putting up such a fight. That was mad. We must have changed position, 10 or 15 times or something ridiculous like that. No, just brilliant fun. It's just like, it's the reason you come racing is for decent racing like that against someone who run you hard but run you clean right against the wall. But I think it was all pretty much fair and square. So, yeah.
Rob, commiserations. How do you feel?
He's got it to come second, but after that race, I mean, can't really complain. It was a fucking one best race of my life, probably. Like, we're back and forth all the time.
It was bumper to bumper action.
Yeah.
Great to watch. Absolutely fantastic to watch. What can we expect to see in the super final from the both of you?
Hopefully, same again.
See more of that. To be fair,
Definitely.
can I extend an apology to the commentator who may have just Andrew Mather may have just exploded. We know he's got a habit of exploding.
I hope he did explode after what he did to me in the grads. Jess, 2 years in a row now, you're lightweight champion.
Yeah. No, it's brilliant. It's. I was honestly not. I didn't know what was going to happen. It was one of those that if someone got free of the group behind me, then they were always going to be able to shoot me down. I looked behind, I saw the orange helmet of Rob, and I was like, oh no! Of all the people that could be chasing me down, I'd probably rather it wasn't Rob, to be honest. But yeah, I managed to hold it off. I managed to make it work in the end, but it was
close.
Pretty intense and pretty close. Like,
last lap, last few corners.
Yeah, it was nearly a last corner move for the lead.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm glad you backed out of that one.
Yeah, same.
As the lightweights and heavyweights has been settled on the final lap now.
Very good. BUKC for you.
Excellent racing. Ollie, come into shot here. Ollie, you're a bit of a third wheel in that one, mate.
Yeah, I know. I was all alone. It was very lonely back there. I was. I don't have to play my tools, but the car wasn't quite up to scratch. So I was lacking ultimate pace on these two boys, but no, fair play to them. Both drove a fantastic race. It was quite an honour actually, just sat there in third, just watching the battle out. Nothing behind me, so I thought I was just a good spectator for it. But no, it was a really good race, and I'm glad I came third. Got a bit lucky with the black flag, but yeah, I'll take it.
We also had Gavin Pitt in there. I think he was a lap down following you two in between them. I was worried he was going to try and unlap himself, but no, fair play to him. He was a good boy and he stayed out of it. But yeah, it could have been up there if he'd not got binned, I assume. Guys, I say, guys, Ollie, I've already asked these two. What can we expect to see in the super final if you get a better car?
Well, if it's a better car, it'll be a whole different story now. Hopefully a top 5 or something, God knows. The talent's seriously high today, so yeah, I'll try my best. Maybe a top 10, who knows. We'll give it a good go and see what happens.
To do another double interview on the grid. That seemed to work, bring you both some good luck. Any last words, guys?
It sums up racing in the BUKC, to be honest. It's me and Rob have raced different karts all our lives. We've done reasonably well in them, and then you put us in a BUKC kart and there's nothing between us, and it's brilliant racing between us. And that's what racing in the BUKC is all about, and it's brilliant.
Yeah, it's an absolutely fantastic championship, and yeah, as just was saying, yeah, everyone's seriously close. Yeah, and there's a hair width between any of the top drivers here, and yeah, it's awesome. It's what we're here for.
Best race in England in the BUKC, and I guess cheers to JV for the fantastic karts.
Yeah, let's have a shout out to JV let's have a shout out to JV and to Willie while we're at it, because what they organise and the show they put on is brilliant. So cheers, Willie and JV.
Thanks.
Right, you guys better go find out how to sort yourselves out for the super final. There we have it. 3 excellent drivers, all good sports. And they are looking to go into the super final now. A bit of an issue is all the transponders and number plates have been out and about. But once they've been retrieved and put back on the carts, we will have 30 of the best drivers, I'm going to say in the country, because they are really that good, out on track at the same time, battling out to be BUKC Super Champion. Behind us, perhaps in shot, we've got a man psyching himself up for redemption. Second in the grads. Can he do any better? Mr. Chu. I hope the microphones will extend over here. Let's get that maybe in the background. Are we good, James? We are good.
I have absolutely no idea.
82. The weight limit. Have you got some lead on you?
Yeah, I've got Mr. Tanswell helping me out. He's a very kind man.
Glad to hear it. What have you made of the racing so far?
Yeah, it's pretty brutal, but that's why we race, because it's awesome. So yeah, it's amazing. That last A final, the lightweight A final, was great to watch. So yes, I'm there to assist apparently. So yeah, I'm assisting and I'm racing, but I'm just looking forward to good night's sleep. To be honest, I'm still a bit hungover from Friday, as you know. So are you feeling better, Jacob?
I am. Thanks for asking, Will. My voice is still a bit raspy, but other than that, I am tip top.
Hey. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to the super final. That was my goal, just to get here, and I came second in the grads. That's not bad. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, I won't get punted off. You know, I can do it. I think I could do it. I was quick in my A final, so yeah, we'll see if I get a nice car.
I have faith in you, Will. I think if you have faith in yourself, you'll do well.
I look absolutely knackered, don't I?
Still pretty hot, Will.
Thank you, Jacob. Thank you. Right, I better get going.
You do that. I'll hold the camera. Grids are being held up behind me. They are coming out, getting their transponders, getting their number plates. We will, as usual, go and chat to the guys at the front of the grid. Expect to see one of our champions up there. I'm not quite sure who that is. Oh, he's not much of a talker. We'll leave that. Thank you, James. Will is number 2. Following out on the grid, a number of talented drivers. Our heavyweight champ, Jamie Zira, currently looking at where he is on the grid. We have got Steve Hicks picking up his number plate, our grads champion. And of course, the 3 we just had, Jess, Ollie, Rob, will all be saddling up for this one. I really can't stress enough how good this race has been over the past few years. As you would expect from the quality of racing we've seen already today at the front of the packs, this is going to be like that, but times 3, because all 3 races, top 10s, are going out. Emma, you looking forward to it?
Yeah, I'm quite excited. I mean, it'll be interesting the first couple of corners. There might be some angry people if they get bent off or, you know, accidents may be made. So, it'll be interesting. It's the ultimate race of the year, and it is the final race of the year.
It is.
How sad.
I'm particularly looking forward to Sean Dorling's performance. Sean has really got his money's worth today. Sorry, this is the wrong Sean. This Sean's fantastic as well. I love this Sean
earlier, too. You were on fire earlier. It was great.
Yeah, it was a really good race. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get through just in time, and I let Carl get away from me. But yeah, I really enjoyed that, and I'm looking forward to this.
So where are you starting on the grid? So you got your number yet?
Yeah, I'm starting 14th. It's not the best starting point, and I'm fairly sure it's going to be quite hectic in the middle, which I'm not looking forward to. A little bit of loading up in the corners, maybe.
Yeah, well, hopefully you can pull it through. You can stay on the track, and if people do spin off in front of you, you can gain some positions and then overtake. You got this, yeah?
Yeah, sure. Only 13 places of very tough drivers. So it's not that difficult, surely. Hi.
Well, good luck.
As I was saying, Sean Dorling, the other Sean, who's about to walk past me, I believe,
behind her.
checking his grids.
Is other Sean the only one who made it through from the B finals into the super finals?
I believe so. Apologies if I'm wrong and there's someone
Maybe
else.
wrong.
And congratulations to that man if there is, or girl if there is one. But yeah, Sean won the heavyweight B final and then made his way through the A final to get into the top 10 and make the super final. So yeah, plenty of racing for his money. Here he comes now, picking up a number plate.
Should I have
I don't think he wants a blue one.
Where are you starting, Sean?
20 seconds.
That's not so bad. Do you reckon you can do it? You did it last time. You came from the back and you in the top 10.
Say no this time. I'm going to say yeah. Yes, I can. I think it's going to be a bit harder though. It's top races from everyone.
I think it'll be harder. There's some tough drivers. But we've got faith. We've got faith.
I think I've got my money's worth today though. So yeah.
Fun fact: he has a light up Christmas jumper.
I do. And funny enough, I've got a Christmas onesie on as well.
Yeah, Christmas onesie style in it.
Right, I better get my cart ready.
Good luck, Sean. Right, so I think we're going to head to the front of the grid and see who's around. I think Jacob's got Jamie.
I am with our heavyweight champion, Jamie. Jamie, can you win the super final?
Would be nice. We'll see what happens. I mean, the front two are really quick, so and I've got Mr. Willie Chew behind me. Just hope he doesn't fire me off.
There's nothing to be scared of, don't worry. No, I joke. He's on form today. Well, I reckon he can take you.
I think he's running lightweight there as well, isn't he?
Oh, he's got some lead on. He's got some lead on.
I know, but he's not that fat.
He went to the gym last week as well.
Fair enough.
You should have seen him pumping the weights. So he is quite the beefcake.
Yep. So
Right.
hope we can get across at the start and see what happens.
Okay, let's. We've got Team Alistair and Steve Hicks, I believe, in second. Jess is just checking if that's actually a number 21. I'm not quite sure what she's doing there, to be honest.
Just memorising as last year she was on pole and she was leading the race and forgot her number and got a black flag, but it wasn't her number, so she came in. Her number from the sprints.
Okay.
Sure, she'll tell you about it.
Yes.
Won't you, Jess? No coming in this year. No coming in this year.
Stay.
21.
Stay out on track, Jess. Stay out on track. Jess, quick word. Put your number plate on first and foremost. And your transponder. Yeah, so as Jamie was saying last year, Jess was on pole for the super final and was out in front until she forgot which number she was and came in for a black flag. Bit embarrassing. Hopefully we can make amends today. Just a bit, yeah. But yes, Jess, can you win this race?
Yeah, I can.
Can you make up for last year?
Of course I can. I'd rather not have to run it as close as I did that one there, though. That was a tad frantic. Is that a good word? But yeah, no, assuming the cart's not a shed like the last one was, there's no reason I can't. But it's going to be a good race. I've got a lot of very quick people around me.
Who are you most afraid of? Our heavyweight champion, Jamie, or our graduate champion, Steve Hicks?
Well, I've never raced Steve before, but I do remember a Super 1 round a few years ago with Jamie. And I do remember being separated by 1,000th of a second going across the finish line. So I've got to be worried about everybody. I'm worried about Rob as well. I mean, Rob ran me so close there. I have no idea. I have no idea. It could be any one of the top. I mean, Ollie Basie Fisher's quick as well. You've got Willie Chew. Willie's rapid. So yeah, it's anybody's guess really.
Anyone's game. Fantastic. Right, Emma, I believe you've got our graduate champion,
So
Steve Hicks.
over here we've got the grads champion. You have been on fire today. How are you feeling now?
Yeah, hopefully. I don't think a grad's won this race yet, so I think it's all. I did it 2 years ago, and Joey won it. That was a good race. So yeah, hopefully.
I mean, Jess has also been on fire today, so you're starting, you know, on the front line.
Everyone at the sharp end's had a good day, really, haven't they? So I don't know.
It's great to be here, isn't it?
Come do Club 100 properly, everyone.
So what else? I heard you do a lot of Club 100, right?
I run in the elite sprints. First 2 rounds haven't gone quite as I would have hoped. So I'm sure there's people on Facebook giving like many comments about crashing and black flags and all that. So hopefully none of that in this.
You got to prove to them now that, you know.
That's it.
I've got to prove it now. I've already won a bet today with Costa, the Greek god of speed, anyway, so he owes me £40 worth for the Grads champ.
Okay, quickly going to Rob
Okay,
Newman
bit of
there.
deja vu. We're here with Ollie. Rob, can you go one better?
Hopefully.
Ollie, how about you?
We'll see what happens. Rob had the legs of me last time. Let's try and get it on this time.
Let's have another shake of hands for luck, guys. Okay, that's us. Sorry to hold up, everybody. Let's hand back for the last time to our commentary team. Howard, who I still haven't forgiven, and Andrew, who I'm still friends with. No, not. We're going to keep talking because Andrew and Howard are having a break. Perhaps Howard is having lessons on how to take corners and how to overtake. Hopefully, he will be back with us shortly. With my voice, I do not comment on this one. I'd rather sit back, watch and enjoy it, to be honest. We should get on the track as well, I think. As much as I love standing in the middle of the grid, we're going to head back over here. James doesn't want to come with me because he wants to film the start. So I'll just stand over here, out of the way. I'm sure he'll zoom in. Emma, who should you pick for this one? Who's going to win?
I just can't. You know what? I think Steve has been really good today, but then Rob in that last race was also amazing.
Steve's just gone
behind
backwards.
us has spun
Steve
out.
has just gone backwards. James, can we get a shot of that?
Steve has spun out
Can we
on a
get a
practice
shot of
lap.
Steve spinning out on the first warm-up lap? What a bad start. Steve, how can you do that to me? I was literally just about to say that I think he's going to win.
I think we jinxed it. Is it our fault?
Is that all of his bad luck out the way? Can we expect to see him now go on and win? Who knows? Okay.
Hey,
the carts have gone round once. The carts have gone round once. They are having a little bit of a warm-up here. I don't know why they need it because, you know, they've had enough races already. But I tell you what, we're going back to the commentary team now.
Thank you,
Howard.
Emma and Jacob down on the grid. Right. This is the race I've waited 12 months for. Last year's was awesome. The years before was awesome. And I think this one is going to be as well. The grid for the British Universities Karting Championship Drivers' Championship Super Final looks like this. On pole position, the new two-time lightweight champion Jess Alexander. Alongside her on the front row, the new graduates champion Steve Hicks. Row 2, the new heavyweights champion Jamie Desira. Alongside him on row 2, Rob Newman. Row 3, Will Chew and James Lampton. Row 4, David Waters, finished well in the Super Final last year. Alongside him, the male driver of the year, Oliver Basie-Fisher. Row 5, Kyle Morby, finished on the podium in the lightweights, as did Aaron Mayle in the grads. Row 6, Josh Watts in 11th place, and your new super heavyweight champion. The title stays in Scotland. Will the Super Final one though? We'll wait in a bit, but it's Josh Mitchell in 12th. Another Scotsman, P13, Scott Beattie, and Sean Briley, rookies champion with Surrey. Row 8, Dominic Wheatley and Miles Murphy. Watch for Miles. He came through the Super Final last year pretty well. I reckon he's going to do the same here again. Row 9, Taylor Adams. He's had some good starts from the way down this year in the sprints. I think he's going to do it again. And Morgan Price is P18. Row 10, Lewis Bickers and David Longman. Row 11, Michael Gibbons and Sean Darling. Row 12, Fred Martin and Joseph Jacks. Row 13, one of the grads, another former mains winner with Huddersfield 2 years ago. It's Josh Butcher in 25th and Harry Farnhill in 26th. Row 14, Dan Barber from Nottingham and David Turton. And row 15, Sean Arnold and Heinrich Watson Miller. Howard, it's going to sound ridiculous, but all those 30 could win it. They're all good enough.
Absolutely, absolutely. That grid is
jam-packed.
It's an astounding grid. I just want to give a special shout just before this gets going to Sean Darling.
Yes.
Because he won the B final, worked his way up the A final, and was in the top 10 of that, and so is in the Super Final. I think he might be the only person to have done that. Absolutely astounding job by him. So no matter what happens, he can go home with his head held high. This, Andrew, is the one we've been waiting for.
Oh boy, this is going to be good. I think I said that 12 months ago. Keep calm, everybody. This is going to be a frenetic few laps, and we're going to go round again, aren't we? Oh, what a way to break the tension.
Look at them all synchronisedly waving their hands in the air.
Right, I should just say a few things before we get on to this. Last year's first start of the Super Final was terrible, and they restarted. If this is a great big massive mess into turn 1 and 2, don't be surprised.
Having said that, though, Andrew, even once the race got going proper, these drivers, the thing about this is these are the best drivers. They are brilliant drivers.
But all of them want to win.
Yeah, and it's also a win it or bin it situation,
Yes.
right? They aren't looking to get promoted or be on some podium. They want to win it. They want to say that they were the champion of champions. So
The attrition rate in this one's going to be very, 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 very high.
yes, that if anything, any of the previous ones are to go by, that's absolutely the case. Andrew, they're rounding the boot. I think this time we might be good for a start.
This is it then. The BUKC Drivers' Championship Super Final for 2017. On pole, Jess Alexander. On second on the grid, the number 1 of Steve Hicks. This, I've no idea how this is going to go, if I'm being honest. Slow now. Wait for the green. It's green, and we're racing in the Super Final. Into turn 1 they go. Who's going to lead on the way up to Christmas?
Jamie Desira!
And is there a big mess behind? Oh, Desira's gone. Desira's gone. I said there'd be an incident at turn 1 up the hill now. Rob Newman's coming up through the field. And Will Chew's up to second place. Will Chew is up to second place from grid 5. That's a brilliant start. And there's more mess. Yep, there we go. There's some attrition towards the back of the field.
It's been relatively clean, though, Andrew, in
Yeah,
many
cleaner
ways.
than last year. But I think that says more about how last year was.
Josh Mitchell is... Oh, stand by. I don't want to call it if it's not the case. Josh Butcher's gone to the back.
Yep, so that's the former Huddersfield driver. Look at Steve Hicks. He's looking for second place here now. But Jess Alexander, we said that we saw the same in the lightweight final. Jess Alexander has now got a bit of a lead at the end of lap 1.
Well,
Will Chew is second.
She's
Rob
gonna
Newman
try-
third. Steve Hicks fourth. David Waters fifth. Kyle Morby sixth. Seventh is Josh Watts. Eighth, Oliver Basie Fisher.
James Lambton has fallen off the back as well, Andrew. As look at this, the number
Up the
13
inside,
on the
it's
3.
Kyle Morby.
Yep, Kyle Morby on David Walters. Good move there. This is exactly what Jess Alexander wants. She now wants to move up away from this. She wants Will Chew and Rob Newman to have a battle, and Rob Newman
not gonna
is
do
right
that, though.
behind Will Chew
They're
as
not
they're
gonna
heading
do that.
towards Chapman's. Yeah, all these drivers are experienced drivers. They're going to know that a sprint race is often about holding station and keeping the pace up rather than battling.
So expect to see those hand signals again as these three try to work together to catch Jess Alexander. End of lap 2. The gap is 1.1 seconds. It's holding fairly steady. Look at this. This is 6th place. Oliver Basie Fisher started to make his way through. Kyle Morby's there. Josh Watts there. Aaron Mayle in the blue, the number 4. Dominic Wheatley, he's had a good day. Taylor Adams has had a brilliant season for... In fact, I think Taylor Adams has gone in front of Dominic Wheatley.
Oh, Rob Newman's up the inside of Will Chew into Ashby, Andrew. I don't think we saw that on the camera, but Rob Newman's
Yes,
into
he's got
second,
through.
and Steve Hicks has got by Will Chew as well. They're going through Parker's now and into Chapman's, so it's all changed. And Will Chew's back up the inside of Steve Hicks into Chapman's. How will that go? He's got it. Nice move there from Will Chew.
Well, this is interesting now because this is exactly sort of what I said they don't want to do, because this is going to let Jess get out ahead and into a position in terms of a lead where they're not going to catch her. End of lap 3. The gap's now 1, but they lost almost a second on that last lap. Jess has now got a 1.978 second lead. There's a contact warning for Miles Murphy, the number 6. Where is Miles? Oh, Miles is still down in 20th. Must admit that's a bit of a surprise for me as the number 4 goes up the inside. I think that's Aaron Mayle on Josh Watts.
There's a cart off in turn 2, Andrew.
Well, that's probably going to be someone towards the front of the field if it's happened recently. Here's Oliver Basie Fisher, the number 23. This is the battle. Look at this train for 6th place.
Oh, and it's going to change. Oliver Basie Fisher, look at this, has David Walters up the inside. And it's all
And round
changed
the
there.
outside, Who's that coming around the
Kyle
outside?
Morby,
It's
that's
number
Kyle
13.
Morby. They're side by side. Three chains of side by side carts coming through the final corner. But still, somehow, Basie Fisher's at the head of this.
Rob Newman sets the fastest lap of the race at 54.095 and takes half a second out of Jess Alexander on that last lap.
Look at it. This is the battle over 5th place in the Super Final.
Do you think these drivers want this? I think so.
Look at the 27 and the 5 darting out.
This is going to end
Lewis
in tears.
Vickers and Dominic Wheatley, respectively.
There you go. Told you.
That's the 24 off. That's Josh Watts.
Joseph Jacks pulling his way through, the Huddersfield driver. Here with his mum and his dad, who've been so supportive of him and the BUKC over the past couple of years. Fighting with his Huddersfield teammate, Sean Arnold. This is just brilliant.
It's a resumption of the lightweights final at the front, though, Andrew. It's Jess Alexander and Rob Newman. But we'll choose keeping in touch with them at the moment.
And another half second gone. Another half second gone. Howard, Rob's got pace. He's got a lot of pace. That's a 53.688. That's by far the fastest lap we've seen this today. Penalty for Miles Murphy. Stop being a naughty boy, Miles.
That's the bump and pass. That's going to be 10 seconds. 10 seconds. There's a driver off going into Ashby. I'll check who that is.
That lap time, Howard. 53.688.
That's insane. It's all insane out there at the moment.
6 minutes and 40 seconds of BUKC action in the Club 100 karts in the 2016-17 season to go. And who knows what's going to happen in the next 6.5 minutes. Jess Alexander leads. The gap's 0.2. Rob Newman is absolutely flying.
And if these two start to battle, it could bring Will Chew into this, of course. He's just up the road from them. And don't forget Steve Hicks. That main group of 4 are pulled out. Is Rob Newman going to arrive and go for something immediately here?
3 noises, deja vu. Add this one, another notch on the bedpost for how many times these two have had battles like this at Whilton Mill in the BUKC.
It's simply not possible to talk about all the battles going on out there. They're just a stream. It's like they're attached all with elastic out there.
Yeah.
Right there. Everybody is nose to tail. Everybody.
And Will Chew and Steve Hicks are not out of this. 5.5 minutes to go. Here's the battle for 5th again. Still being led by Oliver Basie Fisher. Dave Waters 6th. Carl Morby 7th. Taylor Adams, Adam Mel.
Look
and
at
up the inside. Rob Newman going up the inside. Can he make the move stick? I think he can. And Rob Newman takes the lead in the super final.
She'll try and get the cut back though. Jess Alexander will try something into Ashby if she can make it happen. Not quite on. Again, we see the twitching at the rear of these karts because of how much on the limit the drivers are with the brake.
Rob, this is the most important lap in your BUKC career. You need that pace again. You need that half a second that you had earlier. Now you've got clear air. Come on, Rob. You can do this. You can do this for Sheffield.
And he's going to want this so much after, of course, the way that the lightweights went, Andrew. He's going to want to take this one off Jess desperately.
But he's not pulling away. 5 minutes in the super final. Oh no! Dave Waters has gone! Dave Waters, the number 3, is gone. And that's his chances of a top 10 in the super final over. Dave Waters falling out the order now. Jess all over the back. Rob Newman is not pulling away. That pace is not there now. Or, to be fair, no, I think it's that Jess has picked up her pace.
Black flag for Aaron Mail, advantage by contact further down the order.
That'll be for the contact with, I'm going to put 2 and 2 together and hopefully not get 5. I'm guessing that's what caused Dave Waters to leave the circuit.
Let's look for Jess. Is she going to try something into Chapman's? No, she thinks better of it. Will Chew and Steve Hicks are just further, you can see them in the shot there. They will be right on the scene if anything happens between these two at the front.
Watch the times next time around, because before, when he was in second place, Rob was doing 53 5s, 53 4s. He's now doing 54 3s. The slipstream effect must have been enormous. Where has Rob's pace gone? He needs that pace back, and he needs it now.
That statement is very relative, folks. They are the pace of this field.
I was going to say, it's still about
insane.
Far quicker than we can go. And there's a move for 5th. That's Taylor Adams. in a different suit. This is confusing me. And wide. Oh, now. Oliver Basie Fisher not very happy about that. He's going to lose 6th. He's going to lose 7th. He's potentially going to lose even more. Look at this.
That's
Joseph
Dominic.
Jackson in the middle of that. Miles Murphy in the middle of that. It's all gone. Oh, no!
Henry
And 3 of
Watson
them
Miller.
gone. The super heavyweight. How have they all kept running? How have they done that?
That's Josh Mitchell. That's Miles Murphy. That's Heinrich Watson Miller.
Told you. This super final. It's not good for my health.
I think Rob may have pulled the gap slightly there.
That's more
Andrew.
like it, Rob. 53.734. He needs a couple of more laps like that. 2 minutes 43 to go in the BUKC Super Final.
Penalties for Heinrich Watson Miller for track limits. Well, he was on the grass.
And there's a move by Scott Beattie. Scott Beattie's had a brilliant day. Complete reversal to what we're having at the start of the season when they had an awful day at Buckmore Park in round 1 and 2.
I believe Michael Gibbons is off. Michael Gibbons is off at the top of the hill.
That's one of our Birmingham boys, but he's had a brilliant season as Michael. Win or bin. As always next year.
It'll be 2
Rob's
minutes
got his
left.
pace back.
2
Rob
minutes
has got
left.
his pace back now. Let's see the lap time this time around. It's going to be in the 53s, surely. Just waiting for timing to update on our screen. But that's not half a second lead. That's more. That's more now. It was a 53.966. The lead is half a second. This battle isn't over. Will Chew in 3rd. Steve Hicks in 4th. The top 2 in the graduates class.
They're about to come upon Michael Gibbons, who's having some issues getting his kart started. I think there might be a problem with his kart. They weave their way past now. It has an
Oh,
influence.
Will nearly got caught out by that. That was really good driving to react to that and not cause a problem, but it's compromised him. And now this is going to be a battle between Chew and Hicks for 3rd place. Hicks, formerly of Loughborough, is looking up the inside. No, it's not going to happen that time for Hicks. This time around, Rob Newman. Sorry, our timing screen's a little bit slow. That's probably our computer's fault. But what I can say is that Rob Newman is still in the lead and pulling away. It's the 53.9s now. That's a nice pace for Rob Newman.
Yeah, Taylor Adams has, at the moment, won out in that absolutely bombastic battle for 5th place that was going on. As you can see from the camera shots, they've dropped back quite a bit because of the battling.
Yeah. Jess Alexander 2nd, Will Chew 3rd, Steve Hicks 4th. Taylor Adams has had a really good race. Oh, if it started a little bit higher, 17th to 5th. Carl Morby 6th. Dominic Wheatley 7th.
Oh, Miles Murphy and Heinrich Watson Miller made contact at Ashby. Watson Miller comes to a stop. Miles Murphy carries on.
On to the last lap then. This is the last lap of the BUKC this year, in this season, the 2016-17 season, and what a season it has been. There is your super final leader, Rob Newman, pulling away now, 53.641.
Stationary kart at Ashby. Watson Miller is out of the kart. I think there's a problem with Watson Miller, Andrew.
Careful, Rob. Yep, he's through.
He's got a limp, Andrew.
Yep. Anyway, we've got to focus on this lead battle. Here is Rob Newman. He's got a matter of 4 or 5 corners to go to win the super final, to become the BUKC Drivers' Champion for 2017. Into the boots for the final time. The famous orange helmet from Sheffield. 2 corners to go. There's one. There's the other. The king of Whilton Mill, the new king of kings. Rob Newman is your BUKC Drivers' Champion for 2017. Jess Alexander takes a podium in 2nd place, and our very own Will Chew takes 3rd. Steve Hicks is 4th. Taylor Adams is 5th. Carl Morby is 6th. Dominic Wheatley 7th. Oliver Basie Fisher 8th. Sean Briley 9th. What a week it's been for him. 10th for Lewis Bickers, so he got to the end of it this year. We got binned off last year. 11th for Sean Arnold. 12th, Dan Barber. Dan Barber came from... There's been some brilliant drives through the field. Dan Barber comes from 27th to 12th. 13th, Josh Watts. 14th, Joseph Jacks. 15th, Harry Farnhill. We're going to read through all of these because all of these drivers are just brilliant. 16th, Freddie Martin Dye. 17th, Josh Butcher. 18th, David Turton. 19th, Sean Darling. Oh, hang on. Why am I... Oh, sorry. 9th place. Sorry, I got it wrong. 9th place was Scott Beattie. Sean Briley was actually down in 20th. Morgan Price was 21st. James Lampton 22nd. Miles Murphy 23rd. 24th, Josh Mitchell. 25th, Jamie Desira. 26th, Aaron Mayle. 27th, Heinrich Watson-Miller. 28th, Michael Gibbons. 29th, David Waters. And 30th, Dave Longman. Howard, for the second year in a row, I'm going to ask you at the end of the Super Final to say something.
Wow. Well,
I think that's what you said last year as well.
First thing, it had less attrition to it than last
Yes,
year's
it
Super Final,
did.
actually, but that made it no less spectacular. What the battles out there. Heinrich Watson-Miller, I think he's okay. He's just hurt his ankle, but he is sat back in the car. He's happy to drive the car back to the pits just to finish off on that. It was Miles Murphy who rode up onto the bumper of him, and I think he must have just clipped his foot slightly. But he is now okay, and he's driving back, which is a good sign. Shows that he's all right fundamentally. Do you know what? It's a tie in many ways between Rob and Jess, because they've had two battles today and they've both come out on top. But Rob Newman will have the bragging rights to say he is king of kings.
Sorry, Sam, your title's gone. Oh. And I think the party atmosphere has started already. The grid clearing now. I think we're going to go down to Jacob and Emma on the grid very soon. Just before I get the nod from Howard. I just want to take this opportunity, if this is the last time you hear from us this year, thank you so much to all the people who've supported us in the commentary box this year. Thank you to Jacob and Emma for all the great work they've done down on the grid today. It's an honour and a privilege to commentate on this series. This is one of the best things, I think, in British karting. It's just been a brilliant, brilliant year. Thank you, Howard. Thank you for all your hard work this year. Oh, my brain's gone to mush again. Thank you to everyone downstairs. Thank you to Luke. Thank you to James. We're going to do this all over again tomorrow night for NKL.
Those two have been phenomenal all weekend, as have, and I'm sure you were about to say it, Andrew, yourself, the camera crew.
Yes.
Chris Simpson and his team, what an amazing job. I mean, we're tired, we're just talking. Those guys have been out there. I'm really glad it hasn't rained on them.
Yes.
Fantastic, fantastic job. As you said, Jacob and Emma and Morgan as well, calling the shots all weekend. It's been absolutely brilliant. Oh goodness, I'm not going to get the thank yous in the right order. I want to thank you, Andrew, because having me on board this season and also doing all of the work behind the scenes to get the podcast out and all of that stuff. It's been a pleasure doing this all year. All of our partners, thank you to them.
3C Racing, Club 100, Alpha Timing, MK Raceware, Dizzy Twilight, Birrell, the Calm app as well. I think we're going to need that at the end of today.
Thank you to Whilton Mill.
Yes.
You've hosted an incredible party. We're waiting for everybody to get down on the start finish. That's what's happening right now, by the way. Everybody is getting down to the start finish line for some incredible close of season shot. What a brilliant idea. Just a huge thank you to everybody. Andrew, I think we've got a hand down to the grid.
We've got to run down to the grid.
We probably do, but if this is the last time that we're on comms on the live stream, thank you very much for following the BUKC this year. And Andrew, I think we'll hand down to the grid.
Jacob, Emma, it's all yours.
We are live down on the start-finish straight with Jess Alexander, Jamie Desira and Rob Newman. We're also waiting for Willie Chew, who's currently wiping the sweat off his brow over there. And he's done. He's got a big smile on his face because he's just finished third. I did promise a good race. I did promise a very good race. Boys and girls, can we give it up for our super final champion, Rob Newman? For our lightweights champion, Jess Alexander. And our heavyweights champion, Jamie Desira. And last but not least, third place in the super final, the organiser of all of this, Willie Chew. Guys, fantastic racing, fantastic racing. Rob, we'll start with you. How did you manage that?
I don't know. I don't know.
Tell us about your race, mate, come on.
Yeah, we're clean start again, and just had the legs on the times and just chased it down. Clean overtaking to Christmas and then kept my head. I think it's probably best I've driven all weekend. So yeah.
Jess, you led for a while. Commiserations, but you are lightweight final champion. Could you have beaten Rob on another day?
Yeah.
Well, you beat him in another race, to be fair.
Yeah, I don't think it was anything between us, to be fair. I don't know if my kart was a bit rubbish. It didn't feel particularly great, but no, at the end of the day, Rob was a better man on the day. Caught me, passed me, and kept his head in front of me. Didn't make any mistakes, apart from one, but I couldn't capitalise on that anyway. So, yeah, it's tough getting beaten by Rob. I don't enjoy getting beaten by Rob, but yeah, I will win this super final eventually.
Eventually, right, and I'm just going to slide in here. Jamie, what happened to you in the super final?
Oh, well, I thought I gave him enough room, but clearly not, and got kind of railed into the wall.
What are you saying to him? Come on, name and shame.
Oh, with Mr. Hicks, probably.
Our graduate champion, Steve Hicks, being blamed for binning our heavyweight champion. Well, could you have won on another day?
I don't know. I was just happy to win the heavyweights and make it to the super final.
That's what I'd like to see. Your lips look as dry as mine. We are here at Whilton Mill. Yeah, terrible. Well, Rob, can you pass the microphone? What have you got to say for yourself?
I was quite emotional on the rolling down lap, actually. I was, so much goes into putting this all together, and this is, why we did it. It's kind of awesome to see so many smiley faces, and with regards to that race, I started 5th, and then when Jamie and Stephen Hicks got together, I was like, yes, I'm in 2nd again. Brilliant, 3 places, and after only overtaking. So, and then I thought, okay, I wasn't feeling so great. Like I was struggling with right-handers again. I think I had the same car as what I had in the first heat. So I was like, oh man, like around the boot where I'm usually quite quick, I was really struggling. And then when Rob got past, I was like, okay, there's nothing I can do. I'm going to hopefully Jess and Rob will take each other out and I'll win. But it's not quite the win that you want, but I was hoping for at least something. It'd be a little bit of a giggle. But coming 3rd, Steve Hicks went up the inside of me at some point, and I went up the inside of him, and I'm chuffed that I beat him because he beat me in the grads. So, I've got a smile on my face. And coming 3rd, I wasn't expecting that at all today in the super final. And I was literally hanging on for dear life. I'm utterly exhausted, Jacob. Not just the 3 days over the event that we've had, but also from the last year or so of organising all this and other bits and bobs, and Alpha Timing as well, which is my software business. So, I can't wait to have a lie-in tomorrow morning. So I'm really happy for Jess and Jamie and Rob here, and I think you've done a good job. I had a really good ringside seat with Jess and Rob in that race, so it was good to see. Yeah.
It really was a fantastic race. Jess, have you had fun this weekend?
Yeah, it's been brilliant. I don't know what to say.
Jamie, have you had fun this weekend?
After Friday, yeah, sort of made up for it today, winning the heavyweights, but apart from the super final.
And I was gutted for Oxford Books. Is it 5 times in a row, Jamie?
Yeah, mate, we might as well have actually not come to the last round. We'd have saved our money and still come 2nd.
I think you paid out front, so never mind. Yeah.
Unfortunately, so.
Yeah, but I was actually gutted and quite emotional for you. So I'm glad you got a good result today.
1 point. Who's gutted?
Oh man, closest ever finish. But that's BUKC for you sometimes. So.
Rob, have you had fun?
Apart from the massive hangover on Saturday, yeah, it's been a good weekend.
Well, how about you?
It's always fun doing this. I'm, getting a bit on now, but yeah, look, so many smiley faces. It's awesome, and
definitely come back next year.
Good to hear. Emma, how about you? Your first BUKC Finals weekend.
Yeah, it's been same again. Saturday was a little bit iffy. I had the shades on, but then I don't think I did look as bad as you after you went testing. No one saw this, but actually Jacob came back in after 15 minutes of driving a go-kart and had to sit down. And I'm not sure if he was sick or not, but a little bit fragile.
Don't worry, I wasn't, but I did have 11 hours sleep, and it was much needed.
Is that all right? Yeah, I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone behind the scenes. Jacob and Emma to start off with as our presenters.
Stop it.
Chris Simpson, who's over there, he has been helping out massively with the live streaming today. Luke and James, who are producing all the live stream as well. Morgan, who's helped out. Jack, who's helped out with the Freshers' Cup. My brother Mike's helped out, and for the last few days getting the party sorted out. My mum, DJ Dizzy Twilight, who may be famous in a few months. Yeah, stuff's going down. And of course, the biggest thank you is to Club 100. They have the best carts for ride and drive carts in the country. The closest carts as well. Awesome fun. I mean, just look at it. This is what we do it for you. So thank you to John. And my brother Mike's saying something. What are you saying? Podium. Yeah,
Yes.
something to do with the podium. We're going to go and do the podium in a
We're
second.
going to do a podium, but I believe we are finishing the live stream here and now, unfortunately. It's been emotional, hasn't it? It's been an emotional roller coaster. I've loved it. Emma, have you enjoyed yourself?
Yeah, it's been great. It's been great, and obviously, well done to Rob.
Yes, congratulations to you all. One last time, can we hear it for our champions? So that's it from us here at Whilton Mill. I hope you've enjoyed tuning in on Facebook to the live stream. We will be back next year, bigger, better and faster than ever. But from now, it's goodbye from me.
We haven't worked this out. Goodbye from me.
Yeah, we have been ad-libbing all day, actually. But fortunately, it's gone quite well. I hope you've enjoyed it back at home as much as we've enjoyed putting it together and presenting. I would say as much as I enjoyed my karting, but it was rubbish. So, yeah, that is that from Whilton Mill. If you're watching back at home, having gone home and thought, oh, I'll watch back my racing, hope you enjoy yourself. Hope you didn't bin yourself too many times. Hope we weren't an embarrassment. I certainly know our commentator Howard will have a facepalm moment when he binned me. But yes, we are rambling now. So let's end on a high note, shall we? Do you want to say something nice?
I can't. Maybe Jacob will improve for next year, hey?
There we go. There's our finishing note.
All right.
Thanks to everyone who's been a help here, as well said. We've had a lot of help on the live stream. It's been an absolute roller coaster. Yeah. Glad to end with some great racing and some lovely sunshine. Good night.